From pretty much the present, this is your host, Adam Graham, welcoming you to a week of old-time radio detective podcast from 2013. Because these podcast episodes are quite old, offers and information contained in them are not valid unless they are reflected on our website at greatdetectives.net. Now enjoy a week of podcasts from our archives at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio from Boise, Idaho. This is your host, Adam Graham. If you have a comment, please email it to me, box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and become one of our friends on Facebook. Facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Today's program is brought to you by the financial support of our wonderful listeners. Thanks so much for your support. Among them, I want to thank Amanda, Ramona, and Aaron. And we'll be sending along access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $7 or more. You can go to support.greatdetectives.net to support the program there, or email me at box13 at greatdetectives.net to contribute via mail. But now it's time for today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and it's a mouthful. So sit back and listen to the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter.
From Hollywood, it's time now for Johnny Dollar.
This is Harry Branson at Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company.
Oh, hi, Harry. What's on your mind?
I have a case for you, a very important one.
Good. Tell me about it.
John, did you ever hear of Laird Douglas of Heatherscote?
Lord, who? Say that slowly, will you?
Laird Douglas of Heatherscote.
Sorry, I left my kilts and bagpipes on the other side of the drink.
Huh? Oh.
Yeah, feeling real sharp this morning. But what about this Laird Douglas something or other?
Can you come down here to Philadelphia and see me?
I hate to be so blunt about it, old boy, but what's in it for me?
A nice retainer fee in any event.
Well, good.
And, of course, expenses and your regular commission if anything happens to Laird Douglas.
Of Heatherscote.
Why, yes.
Okay, Harry, I'm on my way.
Oh, John.
Yeah?
Come down by plane, will you? The first one you can get.
Urgent, huh?
Yes, John. Very.
Tonight, and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Harry Branson at the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Following is an accounting of expenditures incurred during my investigation of the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter, whoever Laird Douglas is, and whether investigation is the proper term at this point, who knows. In any event, well... Expense account item 1, $22.50, air transportation and miscellaneous, Hartford to New York to Philadelphia. For a change, I decided to stay at the Benjamin Franklin, not only because it was convenient to Harry Branson's office on Walnut Street, that is the office of Philly Mutual Liability and Casualty, but because I'd heard it was a nice hotel. It was. And it was convenient to everything else in the center of town. Theaters, good restaurants, nice stores, even a nightclub. Well, anyhow, when I got to my room, I found a half-dozen urgent messages that Harry had called. Pretty good indication that his lordship, Douglas or at least this case, was pretty important. So instead of bothering to unpack, I had the bellboy dump my luggage, tipped him, and was standing there debating whether I'd better forego a quick shower and change of clothes when the phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
John, didn't you get my messages? Why haven't you called? I've been waiting to hear from you. What's wrong?
Hey, take it easy, Harry. I just this minute got in.
Oh. Well, I hope you're coming right on over here to my office.
What's the matter? Something happened to this client of yours?
No, not yet.
But being you're expecting the worst, huh? And look, you still haven't told me a thing about this emergency, or whatever you want to call it.
John, it is an emergency because of the time element. You see... Oh, why do we waste time on the phone?
Well, this was your call, not mine.
All right, I'm sorry. I'll be waiting for you.
And Harry, I'll be there. Still knowing nothing whatsoever about what was going on, I decided I'd better be prepared for anything. So I slipped the .38 Colt out of my bag and took it along. Expense account item 2, 65 cents, cab fare. I've said it before when I handled the Amerigo case for him. Harry Branson is a good insurance man, but a worrywart. So I kind of hoped he was making the usual mountain out of the usual molehill this time. However, when my cab pulled up in front of his office building, he was standing, waiting on the sidewalk out front. Hey, I keep the change.
Thank you, sir.
John, what took you so long?
Huh?
Thank goodness you're here.
Harry, what are you doing out here? Lose your office or just forget the key?
I almost wish I had. John, we have a problem. A serious one.
Yeah, with Laird Douglas of,
Heatherscote. He's up in my office now.
Sounds like international intrigue. Has Scotland declared war on us or something?
This is no time for levity. He's up in the office now, and you must take over immediately. It's a very serious situation. Come.
Okay. Oh, now, what's it all about? Has Laird Douglas died and... Oh, no, you said he was up in your office. And I'm sure you don't mean just his body.
Yes, he's there, with Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyten.
Kelly Van... Huh? Are you kidding?
I certainly am not. You see, she insists that you act as his bodyguard.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Harry.
Unfortunately, or rather fortunately for you, 13th floor, please.
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, I said 13th floor, operator. Please, quickly.
Yes, sir.
So, Harry?
Young man, will you please start this elevator immediately?
Gotta wait for the signal, sir.
Signal? This is an emergency. Take off. Immediately.
Emergency?
Yes, it involves Laird Douglas of Heatherscote.
Oh, well, sure, if it's... Who?
Good man.
Okay. Now, you were saying, Harry...
Was I?
Unfortunately something.
Oh, yes, of course. Fortunately for you, she was quite cognizant of the fact...
Who was cognizant?
Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyten. She knew about the excellent work you did for us in connection with the Ricardo Amerigo case not long ago. Excellent detective work, she called it.
13th floor.
You remember the case, Ricardo, the concert violinist who disappeared, presumably
Yeah,
murdered.
I remember.
And your almost intuitive deduction that he wasn't dead at all, but had merely staged the whole thing to make it look as the...
Harry...
oh, yes, of course.
13th floor.
You mean Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van...
Excuse me, mister, but I'm getting signals from the other floors.
Quite right, you should. As I started to say, John, she is one of our biggest personal policy holders.
Good. But hadn't we better get into your office and meet her?
Oh, yes, but I want you to know about the personal premiums. Alone, they run to something over $20,000 a year.
Mister, please.
Well, she is an important client.
Yes, and that's why I
Mister, will you
I didn't
please?
hesitate to accede to her request that you be called in on this case. I called you, and here you are.
Mister, please.
Oh, well, get us up to the... Oh, we're here. Why didn't you tell us? Come, John.
Mister, if I was to tell you what I'd like to,
My office is right this way, John. Come, please.
Hey, look, you better calm down, Harry, and give me the dope on this case right from the beginning.
Yes, I'd better. All right. Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyten is a very important client, has been for years.
So you said. But there are a lot of things you haven't said, like, what has she got to do with this Laird Douglas character, and why is he so important?
It's this way, John. The policy on him runs to $5,000. No double indemnity, which is good. As a matter of fact, the policy on him was purely a favor to Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten. You know, considering such short life expectancy and all.
No, I don't know. Is he in his dotage or something?
Well, hardly. Or are you being facetious again?
But you said... Hey, how old is he?
His birthday is next month, May 7th to be exact. He'll be 4 years old.
4?
That's right.
Short life expectancy?
Of course. You see, John...
Wait a minute. Some horrible disease or something, huh? What's the matter with him?
John, you wanted this from the beginning, so I'll give it to you from the beginning.
Okay, but Harry,
If it hadn't been for Mrs. Van Pyten's own policies totaling something in the neighborhood of $500,000, more in fact,
Harry.
why, we'd never have written the one on Lord Douglas of Heatherscote. So, now we've cleared that up.
Harry, we passed your office 3 or 4 doors ago.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
But as I'm sure you understand, I wanted to give you some of the background before you talk with Mrs. Van Pyten. After all, you asked for it.
Yes, I guess I did. But what you've given me so far has landed me smack dab in the department of utter confusion. And I'm beginning to think maybe I have company.
Oh, where? Who?
Right here. You, Harry. Now look. why don't we quietly stroll into your office and let me get the whole thing from Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten herself? Or better still, from Laird Douglas Douglas.
But you couldn't. Of course not.
What?
At least not from him.
Why not?
John, will you please stop joking?
Who's joking?
This is serious business, very.
Look, Harry.
Yes?
There is one thing I'd like to talk over before we go in to see him. Them, somebody.
Yes?
Well, apparently the life and or welfare of this Laird Douglas Douglas is in danger.
Oh, no doubt about it, no doubt about it. I thought I'd made that very clear to you.
Yeah, well, you said you've written only a $5,000 policy on him.
That's right, $5,000. And purely
Yeah, I know all about that. Now, look, I don't want to seem crass about it, Harry, but my commission, if anything were to happen to him, wouldn't amount to a hill of beans.
Which is precisely why I told you will be paid a retainer while you're on the case. A most generous one.
A generous one? By you?
By Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten.
How much?
Well, John, now mind you, this may not require your services for more than a week or so. As bodyguard, that is.
How much?
And, of course, she has authorized an expense account.
Ah.
But, mind you, John, not the usual kind that you seem to have the knack of piling up beyond all reason. Clearly, a completely honest, legitimate accounting...
Harry, how much?
But as a matter of cold fact, I have assured her that it will total no more than the amount of the retainer she is prepared to pay you. Any more than that, and, well, you'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Harry, how much is this retainer to be, if I take the case?
I might even go so far... $750 per week, or fraction thereof, and I am sure you will agree that... What's the matter, John?
$750 a week, plus expenses, when there's only a $5,000 policy involved?
That's right.
But if this 4-year-old Laird Douglas of
Heatherscote.
Yeah, if he's only worth a $5,000 policy... What was that crack about short life expectancy?
John, I told you he is already 4 years old.
Oh, look, start all over again, will you, Harry?
Yes. No, on second thought, perhaps you were right. Perhaps you'd better get the details directly from Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyten.
I know. Now, look, Harry, I think I'd better get it from somebody.
Incidentally, John, you understand, of course, that your services will be required only during the affair at Balakinwood, and not 1 minute thereafter.
No, I don't understand. What's Balakinwood?
Out around Westchester, outside the city, one of the suburbs. Very nice suburb, too. That is where Laird Douglas...
Of Heatherscote.
Yes, John, that is where he will appear.
And you or Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten, or both, if you think his life will be in danger.
Exactly. Oh, John, I knew you were just joking me all the time.
I wish I knew.
Here we are, and everything will be clearer.
Yeah.
Oh, thank heavens, dear Mr. Branson. I was afraid something had happened to you. You were gone so long, you really had me quite worried.
Well, I'm so sorry, but I had hoped to tell Mr. Dollar something of this affair, and I'm afraid we loitered on the way up. Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten, this is Mr. John Dollar.
Oh, you wonderful, wonderful man. I'm so glad that you've agreed to take on this assignment. You see, Laird Douglas Douglas means everything to me, and I have the utmost confidence in you. I'm sure Laird Douglas will, too.
Well, thank you very much. But where is he?
Why, yes, Mrs. Van Pyten, what's happened to him?
Oh, don't worry, my dear. He's all right. But after all, he is so temperamental. I fear he got a bit impatient waiting for you, and I know you'll forgive him. You will, won't you?
Yes, of course, but where is he?
He's asleep, Mr. Branson, in your inner office. He sat down in your chair and fell fast asleep. Oh, if I could only relax that way. But you must meet him, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, I'd certainly like to.
Of course you would, and I know he'll want to meet you. Gently now. Oh, good, he's awake.
Oh, no. That's Laird...
Laird Douglas Douglas of Heatherscote. This is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Hey! Holy John! Hey!
Douglas,
Harry,
no!
somebody!
Let go of Mr. Dollar's leg. Douglas, dear! Douglas!
Johnny Dollar.
Ray Rowland, Johnny.
Oh, hi, Ray.
Just got your message. What are you doing in Philadelphia?
Oh, a case for Philly Mutual Liability and Casualty, and I may need your help. What do you know about Laird Douglas Douglas of Heatherscote?
Why, he's one of Scotland's finest. Wait a minute. That's your case?
Yep.
Insurance?
And bodyguard. How's about lunch?
Johnny, have you met his Lairdship?
Yeah, and I nearly lost a leg doing it.
Oh, then you know.
Yeah, I know. Oh, shut up. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company in connection with my investigation, or rather my involvement in the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. And I wish I'd had some idea of what I was getting into before I ever left Hartford. But it's too late now. Expense account item 3, $39.50. One pair of slacks. For within a few minutes of my arrival in Philadelphia, Harry Branson of Philly Mutual buttonholed me and dragged me up to his office to meet two important clients he had. First was Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyton.
Oh, you wonderful, wonderful man. I am so glad that you've agreed to take on this assignment. Laird Douglas means everything to me, and I have the utmost confidence in you. I'm sure Laird Douglas will, too.
And then came, well, Mrs. Van Pyton made the introduction.
Laird Douglas of Heatherscote. This is Mr. Johnny Dollar.
Huh? Oh, no. Holy jumping...
Douglas! Oh, no, you mustn't do that.
Oh, my.
Douglas,
Oh, dear, good heavens.
Get on your own chair,
Douglas,
Harry. This
no,
one's taken.
no.
Sorry, John, sorry.
Down, Douglas, down.
Oh.
There, dear, that's the boy. That's a nice boy. Yes,
That is
now.
Laird Douglas of Heatherscote?
Yes, isn't he adorable? He's so playful. He was really just playing, you know. There, dear, come now.
Harry.
Yes, John?
This is the client you called me all the way down from Hartford to see?
Yes, John, yes. $7.50 a week, practically unlimited expense account.
Oh, dear, just look at your trousers, Mr. Dollar.
I don't need to, thanks. I can feel the draft.
But you'll need new ones. Here. And I insist you let me pay for them. Down, Douglas, down. Here, Mr. Dollar. Will $100 be enough?
Gee.
No, here, $150. I can see those were very, very nice.
Well,
You see what I mean, John?
Here, please, now I insist you take it. And if it isn't
No,
enough...
no, thanks. That's plenty. But now, Harry, you listen to me.
John, I know what you're going to say, but as I explained to you on the way up
You
here to my
explained
office...
plenty, but not nearly enough.
But I tried. I really tried.
I think you
Boys.
and I had better have a quiet little talk, Harry, and the sooner the better.
Oh, boys, please, can't you do that another time? Please come down from those chairs so Mr. Dollar can meet Douglas and we can make all the arrangements. Please?
Mrs. Van Pyton, that's precisely what I want to talk about.
You really look very funny up there. And see, Douglas does want so much to be friends with you.
Yeah, you sure it isn't a piece of my leg he wants?
Oh, no, of course not. Here, Mr. Dollar, just give him one of these biscuits. I have them specially baked for him, and he'll be your friend for life. Really?
Huh?
Here, now just come down and hand it to him.
Well-
He'll love you.
It's true, John, I know.
Yeah? Then what are you doing up on that chair?
I forgot, that's all. Nice, Douglas.
Please, Mr. Dollar.
Well, all I hope is he doesn't forget.
That's right. Just hand it to
And
him.
that he knows which is biscuit and which is my hand. Here, boy. Here, boy. Now, take it easy, take it easy. Oh!
There, you see. Now he's your friend.
Well.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, sure is. Well, I'd better get back to my hotel and change, and Harry, I'll call you.
Oh, but we haven't made the definite arrangements yet, and I want you staying out at our place in Germantown, the Maples. It's a lovely little place, Mr. Dollar.
Well, much as I hate to say it, I'm not quite sure about taking
oh,
this
I
case.
know. The money. Well, don't you worry about it. Not at all, not one bit. If you'd rather have $1,000 a week, that's what we'll make it. And I do wish
Mrs.
you'd let
Van
me
Pyton.
do more about these poor trousers. I know. Why don't you go straight over to Wanamaker's men's store and have them tailor you a whole suit? Wouldn't that be nice? You'd look lovely.
You've
in it.
already given me more than enough to buy a suit.
That. Now just forget it. Now you have them make you anything you want and just charge it to me. Oh, and look! Douglas dear is licking your hand. I knew he'd like you.
Never underestimate the power of a woman, somebody once said. Or maybe they should have said never underestimate the power of a fast buck or $1,000. Anyhow, Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyton had set her heart on my handling this whole affair, and she simply wasn't to be denied. Couple that with a chance to pick up enough loot in a few days to, well, what would you do? And the darn mutt did take a liking to me. So, with Laird Douglas in my lap... Oh, he's a Scotty, by the way.
Scottish Terrier, Mr. Dollar, if you'll pardon my correcting you.
Sorry.
And it's all because of the show at Ballakinwyd on Friday.
Ballaware?
Ballacinwyd, John.
Yes, Ballakinwyd. Laird Douglas simply must win. Not only best of class, but best of show. And he will, if somebody doesn't interfere.
Oh, you think somebody might do something to Douglas?
I'm sure of it, because it's been tried before.
You mean poison him or something like that?
Worse.
Oh?
Dope. Poison would let him die a hero, a martyr. But drugs would keep him from winning the show.
Oh, well, what makes you suspect somebody might try it?
As I said, it's been tried before.
Huh?
Last year and again a few days ago. And if Harrison R. Kenworthy thinks he can do it again, he's mistaken.
Then you know who did it before.
I refuse to divulge any names.
But you just said...
Mr. Dollar, I will not tell you. All I ask is that you watch over Laird Douglas until he has won the show. Oh, and if he does win, as I'm sure he will, I'll insist that you accept a nice bonus so you can see I'm very, very serious.
And so it went on for another half hour or so, and finally she left, after I'd promised to pick up my bags at the hotel and move out to her joint in fashionable Germantown. I talked a few minutes longer with Harry Branson.
I'm so glad you've agreed to take this on, John. As I told you, Mrs. Van Pyten is the most important individual policyholder we have, and doing this favor for us...
Harry, it's not the Mutt Show at Ballakinwyd or Laird Douglas or Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten or you I'm doing this for. It's purely love of the green stuff. Whew. That old dame must be really loaded.
John, she has so much money. She doesn't know how much she has. Industrial empire, that sort of thing.
All right. But, Harry, if word ever gets around in the trade that I came down here to play bodyguard to a mutt, so help me, I'll have your head.
Yes. But now hadn't you better go on out to the Maples?
Well, first I want to know about this Harrison R. Kenworthy she mentioned.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. She accused him of doping up her Scotty.
Well, she really doesn't know, and it's really quite complicated.
How do you mean?
Kenworthy owns a beautiful Kerry Blue Terrier, Lady O'Diddy's Roll-em-on Mame.
Holy cats, and no pun. Why can't they give an honest dog an honest name? Look, we'll call her Mimi. Go ahead.
Hi, dog lovers.
Ray, just in time. Meet Harry Branson, Ray Rowland.
Oh, we know each other.
Hello, Harry boy.
Mr. Rowland.
Sure, Harry called me in last year when these two dogs were at each other's
Of course,
throats.
he doesn't mean that literally, John. You see, Mr. Rowland is quite an authority on show animals.
I've held it against him for years, ever since school.
Well, there's no need to hold it against him
And
particularly.
I don't mean that literally.
Oh.
Well, John boy, so you came down to help yourself to a handful of dear Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten's coin. More power to you. I knew Harry would call you in on the case. Felt it in my bones. And, brother, you may be in deeper than you think.
Oh, what's that supposed to mean, Ray?
Has Harry told you about the villain of the piece, Harrison R. Kenworthy?
I was just starting to when you so rudely...
Yeah, well, Johnny, the whole setup is a riot, but just remember one thing.
Yeah?
A lot of people have been killed in riots.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
I'll tell you what he means,
Let
John.
me tell it, Harry. It would take you all day. Sorry, no offense.
All right.
Go ahead, Ray, go ahead.
Okay, Ballakinwyd is the biggest event of the year in the doggy set, okay?
Okay.
All right. Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten owns Laird Douglas of Heatherscote. Real fine Scotty.
Yeah, good teeth, see?
Hey, those pants are really gone. Anyhow, Harrison Kenworthy owns Lady O'Diddy's Roll-em-R Meme. Kerry Blue.
Mimi.
Huh?
I'd get indigestion trying to say that other name.
Okay, Mimi. They're two pretty good dogs, especially Mimi. International championship blood and all that. But Mimi's the better dog. Douglas won't stand a chance. I've tried to tell her this, but...
Well, go on.
Okay. Harrison Kenworthy loves Kelly Van Pyten, see?
Oh, loves her money.
Him? He's loaded, too. No, I think the old coot really loves her, and I think she loves him. Right, Harry?
Yes, I think I'm inclined to
Right,
agree.
but now get this.
Yeah?
She won't marry him until her Laird Douglas beats his Lady O'Diddy, Mimi,
Yeah.
far
and square at the Ballakinwyd show. How do you like that?
Are you kidding?
Oh, no, John, it's an accepted fact.
Right.
It is-
So what happens for over a
Wait
year
a minute,
now?
Ray, wait a minute. If he really wants to marry her, why doesn't he just let her dog beat his?
And let her be one up on him right from the start? Never. No, boy, he'd never live it down. You don't know these people.
Well, this is about the craziest thing I ever heard of.
To you and me, sure, but to them it's deadly serious.
Are they in love with each other or with their dogs?
Well, it's not just love where the dogs are concerned, but pride, which is just about all a lot of these old lonely millionaires have to think about, to live for. Yea, sometimes even unto the 5th and 6th generations.
Yeah, okay, I'll take your word for it. But now she said something about her dog being doped at the show last year.
Oh, yes, John. You see, it was just a couple of days...
Right, just before the finals. It was an attempt to murder the dog with poison, but emergency care both times pulled Laird Douglas through.
She told me it was only some kind of a dope that was used.
Oh, sure. We kept the truth from her. You don't realize it, boy, but if that dog were to die, she would. Fact.
Oh, now, Ray.
Oh, yes, John, and the insurance company must keep that dog alive in order to obviate having to pay off...
Right.
After all, her policies amount to over half...
It may sound absurd to you, Johnny, but it's no joke. As I said, you don't know these people.
But look, it still doesn't make any sense.
You just have to take my word for it, and it's happened right here in Philadelphia.
Yes, John, and we held the policy. It was an old lady...
Right, so there you have it.
Okay, I'll believe you. And so the finger points at Harrison R. Kenworth.
Well, she might like to think that, especially since she doesn't know that poison was used both times, but I don't. What's more, the police feel the same.
Oh, now, if you say police dogs, I'll slug you.
John, there are times when the sense of
right,
humor of
Harry,
yours...
dead right, and I do mean dead. No, in all seriousness, Johnny, if I were you, I'd duck out of this assignment.
Now, don't say that, Ray, unless John
No, go ahead and say it. Something ought to start to make sense around here.
All right, listen. The reason I'm sure Harrison R. Kenworthy had nothing to do with the attempted poisonings, the reason the police were called in, the reason I think you ought to get out of this...
to the point, Ray.
On each occasion, Mrs. Kelly Van Pyton had a bodyguard attending Laird Douglas, in addition to the dog's governess and medicos and so on.
Get to the point.
Each time, in order for the poisoner to get to that dog...
Ray, please.
Each time, the bodyguard was murdered. Still want this case, Johnny? Now, here's our star to tell you about tomorrow's intriguing episode of this week's story.
Tomorrow, well, the joke's no longer a joke. Especially when a killer trains his sights on me. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, Harry left out a key fact, and I guess that's a signal that we're not just going to have comedy for the whole week-long serial. And I like this one. This is just such a nice change of pace. I don't know if I'd like this every week, but this is just, we've had some heavier episodes, and this one may take a heavier turn yet. But I like the humorous tone of these first couple episodes, and it makes, too, I think, the suspenseful parts we're going to get certainly pack a bit more of a punch. And she was definitely very eager to get Johnny on board, even offering him to go to Watermakers to get a suit. And that is truly amazing because they sell Clippercraft. the finest yet very thrifty value in men's clothing. At least that's what they said in their advertisement sponsoring one of the last series of the New Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. And also in this episode, we get another reoccurring insurance man. And Harry Bartell just did a good job in this episode. And Bailey did pretty well as basically the straight man in the sketch. Now, of course, he has some experience with that. Bailey did have a brief film career, and his most prominent role was in Jitterbugs, a Laurel and Hardy picture where he played with them as the guy who got the girl. Radio offered him a lot more opportunity to do some more dramatic work, and I think that's why where most of his efforts went. But nice to see some more of the comedic side of Bob Bailey. All right, and now to listener comments and feedback. Pastor Lisa writes in, "Hi, Adam. I wanted to respond to a listener comment the other day regarding interest in the Suspense radio series. I subscribe to a few radio classic podcasts on my iPhone, and one of them is called Old Time Radio Suspense, and it is really good quality. However, it's not a daily podcast, more like a weekly. It's very good quality, and I enjoy it. I'm not sure if it is in iTunes. It very well may be, but hopefully the listener will be able to access it. Keep up the great work. I love your podcast and look forward to tuning in every day." Thanks so much for the comment. That may be an option. I've seen one titled Old Time Radio Suspense. Not certain if it's the same one. For most of these podcasts, you can find at least an unhosted podcast that will do most of the prominent series in some way or another. For complete series or the more obscure ones, you probably want to go to archive.org or some of the other sites and download directly. But thanks so much for the tip, and you can follow the show on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. Also, do encourage you to follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives. And thanks to Gary, who retweeted one of our episodes to his followers on Twitter. Really do appreciate that, because that definitely helps promote the show. All right, well, the story of Laird Douglas of Heatherscote will continue on Wednesday. Join us tomorrow for the amazing Mr. Malone. Well, before we do get started, I do want to remind you that my ebook, All I Needed to Know I Learned from Columbo, is available in the iTunes store, at Barnes & Noble for the Nook, and of course for the Kindle, as well as an audiobook. In it, we take a look at histories and careers of 7 great fictional detectives, ranging from Sherlock Holmes all the way to Adrian Monk. We examine some life lessons that can be garnered from their histories. I'll encourage you to pick that up if you haven't, and I will be getting to work soon on the sequel, and I'll be talking about that in some upcoming programs. But now it's time for today's episode of The Amazing Mr. Malone. Hard work never killed anybody.
The Amazing Mr. Malone.
Operator, get me the office of John J. Malone.
The National Broadcasting Company presents The Amazing Mr. Malone, an exciting half hour of mystery starring George Petrie as the lawyer whose practice before every type of bar has become a legend. Our locale is the city of Chicago, the time, the present, and the hero of these weekly adventures, the amazing Mr. Malone.
Malone's the name, John J. Malone, attorney and counselor at law. My hometown is Chicago. Now, there's a spot that offers unlimited possibilities for any lawyer interested in collecting cliches. Tonight, I'd like to submit for your approval, Hard Work Never Killed Anyone.
To illustrate, I give you Willie Nelson. Willie is what is known as a small businessman. He sells newspapers. His favorite spot is the corner in front of the Temple Apartments. He gets a lot of play there. Nor does he mind walking up 4 flights to make a sale. You got to admire such fortitude, not to mention endurance. Yeah, Willie's going places. And right now, his destination is 4C.
Who is it?
It's me, Miss Morgan. I got your paper.
Just a second, Willie.
Hiya, Miss Morgan.
Come on in.
Thanks.
You got my racing form?
Have I ever let you down?
Let's see, where are the entries for Washington Park?
Why? You got a sure thing?
Oh, you're not kidding. Bright Eyes in the first.
Oh, that dog.
I'm telling you, Willie, I got this from someone who knows.
Well, look what he did last time out. Last by 4 lengths.
They were holding him back for this race.
That's what you said about Moonglow on Monday.
Well, that was different. Now, look, I want to put 20 on his nose, and in the second race...
I'm sorry, Miss Morgan, I can't do it.
You can't do what?
Can't take any more of your bets. You know how much you owe me already?
What's the matter, Willie? Don't you trust me?
That ain't the point. You're into me now for $140.
Listen, Willie. If I promise to pay you tomorrow...
You said that yesterday.
Well, it's just that I forgot to go to the bank. Look, I swear I'll take care of everything tomorrow. You can take it out of my winnings.
I'm sorry, Miss Morgan. Honest, I would if I could, but I can't afford to take any more chances. Now, suppose I got picked up for bookmaking.
That might be a good idea.
Oh, hello. Hello, Mr. Morgan. I didn't hear you come in.
Next time I'll send up a flare. You the boy who's been taking my sister's bets?
Me? No, honest.
Get out of here.
Sure, Mr. Morgan. I was practically... Yeah.
You got your nerve, Vaughn.
Give me that racing form.
I will not.
Didn't I tell you something?
Ow.
If I ever catch you so much as looking at a dope sheet again, you know what'll happen.
It's my life.
And a pretty unattractive one. You spend so much time doping the horses, you can't think of business. It's like a drug. Every time you get your hands on a couple of bucks...
Leave me alone.
I'll let you alone. You talk to your boyfriend yet?
Huh?
Cal Myers.
None of your business.
Now, don't get difficult, Faye. Did you talk to the schmo?
Yes.
What'd he say?
He won't do it, Vaughn.
You're lying.
I give you my word.
Don't make me laugh. You didn't sound Cal out yet, did you?
I swear.
Did you?
Oh,
Why not?
No, I was afraid.
Told you there was nothing to worry about. When are you going to see that character again?
Tonight.
Well, you better come home with good news.
But I don't know what to tell him, Vaughn.
Just what I told you to. Now get dressed. We mustn't keep dear Cal waiting.
Waiter. Say, waiter.
Yes, Mr. Myers.
Was anybody asking for me?
I don't believe so, sir.
Well, will you tell the captain if a Miss Fay Morgan can... Oh, there you are, honey. I was getting worried.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm late.
Would you care to order now, Mr. Myers?
I'll have a martini.
I wish you wouldn't, darling.
Huh?
I hate to see you drink so much.
Never mind, waiter. I'll call you when we're ready to order.
Very good, sir.
Cal, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to embarrass you.
It isn't as though I were a drunk.
I didn't say you were, dear. But drinking is a weakness. You start off with one, and the next thing you know...
I know. I'm in an alcoholic ward.
You're making fun of me.
Well, it is kind of funny.
Think I'm a prude.
And I wouldn't change you for the world. Oh, Fay, I'm crazy about you.
And I'm crazy about you. It'll be something to remember when I'm far away from here.
What are you talking about?
I'm leaving Chicago tomorrow.
But why?
I can't tell you.
Well, I won't let you go.
Well, do you think I want to?
Oh, Fay, marry me.
What?
I mean it.
Oh, darling, I'd love to.
Then why don't you?
I can't. Don't ask me.
But I am asking. I won't let you go.
You really want me to stay?
Of course.
Then get me $50,000.
What?
The reason I'm leaving Chicago is because of Vaughn.
Your brother?
Yes. He got mixed up with some bad company. Cal, he gambled.
And he lost 50 grand?
Yes.
But what's that got to do with you?
Well, they'll kill Vaughn if he doesn't pay off.
Who does he owe the money to? Maybe I could get my boss to talk to him.
Oh, no. You mustn't let Mr. Lyons do that.
Why don't you let Vaughn run away by himself?
You don't understand, darling. You're so strong and Vaughn's so weak. He couldn't get by without me.
Well, I'm not going to let you ruin your life on account of him.
Wait. I got an idea.
What?
I know how we can raise the money. We could let your Mr. Lyons sort of loan it to us.
What are you talking about?
Well, as the accountant for Mr. Lyons Enterprises, you're in charge of the money they take out of the slot machine.
So?
So you told me they don't deposit the money but once a week. I bet there must be at least $50,000 in the office at a time.
Now, look,
Well,
Faye.
isn't there?
Well, yes,
Well,
but...
suppose one night there was a holdup.
Are you kidding?
What? It isn't as though we're actually stealing. After all, slot machines aren't legal. You realize where that money comes from? Even little children.
What's that got to do
It's
with
got everything to do. You think I'd let you do this if Mr. Lyons actually earned that money? He's just taking it out of the pockets of the poor.
Oh, you're crazy.
Well, that's the way you feel.
No, Faye. Don't go.
I asked you a simple favor.
Do you know what Frenchie Lyons would do to me if he found out?
But he doesn't have to find out. People are robbed every day in the year. You can't help it if one night they happen to pick on you. What do you say, dear? Don't you want me to be Mrs. Calvin Myers?
Well...
Good. Then we'll consider the whole thing settled. Now, suppose you order yourself a drink. Oh, really, darling? I don't mind if you do.
$12,841, $397, $1,465.
How are you coming on those figures, Cal?
Oh, I'll have them in about an hour, Mr. Lyons.
You said that at noon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what's the matter with me. I got a bad headache.
Then let it go for tonight. You can do it the first thing in the morning.
No, I'd rather finish up now.
But you may be here till 12.
Well, I don't mind.
Well, maybe you don't, Cal, but I happen to have an engagement.
Well, I can lock up.
No, I wouldn't think of you.
No, really, I don't mind at all. I got nothing better to do.
What about the safe?
I'll take care of everything.
All right. Would you like me to send Buzz over with some coffee?
No, I'll be fine.
Don't work too hard.
Yeah. 1,800. Fine. No, I can't. I just... One, two.
Hello?
Faye,
Yes, darling.
this is Cal.
I know.
Tell your brother to be here in 15 minutes.
No, honey, don't. I'm tickling. Honey! Oh, this is... Go check her.
Hello, Malone.
Well, if it isn't the one and only Frenchie Lyons.
Now I know it's true.
What?
You really are amazing. Can I come in?
What is it, business or social? Because if it's business...
You have an office in the Prescott building.
Say, come to think of it, I have. I ought to take a run over there someday and see what goes. Sit down.
Thanks.
Join me in a nightcap?
Nightcap? Between breakfast and lunch?
It's midnight in Hawaii.
Oh.
What's on your mind, Frenchie?
I have a problem, Malone.
Haven't we all?
Yeah, but mine cost me in the neighborhood of $70,000.
That's a nice neighborhood.
Well, somebody tapped the till at my office last night.
And you got an idea who that somebody is?
Yeah. I left a boy named Cal Myers in charge. According to his story, a couple of hoods walked in at 11 o'clock and made him open the safe.
But you don't believe it?
Nope.
You're covered by insurance?
Mm-mm.
Well, my advice to you is to notify the police.
Is that all you can suggest?
That's all.
Won't do. I want to keep this strictly in the family.
Well, if you're going to ignore my advice, Frenchie, I don't know why you came here.
I'm beginning to think it was a mistake, too. I'm sorry I bothered you, Counselor. Believe me, it won't happen again.
$20, $40, $60, $80, $100. How much did you say I owed you, Willie?
$160.
I thought it was $140.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking of somebody else.
You're a nice boy, Willie. A little mercenary, but still a nice boy. There you are.
Thanks, Miss Morgan. It's a pleasure to do business with you.
I'll bet.
Well, I better be getting down to my stand. My customers...
Well, what's the matter, Willie? Don't you like me?
I was thinking of your brother.
Vaughn, forget it. What was that?
I don't know. It seemed to... Hey, there's somebody on the fire escape.
Faye, let me in. Beat it, Willie. Beat it.
Yeah, sure, Miss Morgan. Anything you say, and thanks for taking care of those IOUs.
It's okay. Faye! Wait a minute, will you?
Oh, thanks, honey.
What's the idea, Cal?
Well, I couldn't help myself. Frenchie Lyons is looking for me.
Then why did you come here?
I didn't have any choice. Faye, we gotta blow town.
Are you kidding? Well, I'm crazy about Chicago.
But, darling, you promised. You said we'd get married.
Well, that raises a problem, Mr. Myers.
You listen to me, Vaughn. If it wasn't for you,
Yeah,
I wouldn't...
Come to think of it, it is my fault. But you see, when I first met Faye, I was carried away.
You first met her?
Oh, didn't she tell you? We're married.
You what?
Yeah. On October 8th, 1949, to be exact.
Well...
you should have seen her in those days, Cal. She was a doll.
Shut up.
Darling, we mustn't quarrel in front of strangers. Unless he's leaving.
No. You're not going to make a chump out of me.
Nobody had to. You did it all on your own. Go on, sucker, blow.
No, I'm staying here until...
Until what? Come on, get up. Got anything more to say?
No.
Then on your way. And don't slam that door.
Well, you were wonderful, Vaughn. You handled that with your customary finesse.
Where did that racing form come from?
I've got friends.
That's not all you've got. What did you do with the dough?
Dough?
Don't go dull on me. Where'd you put the money?
That's for me to know. And you to find out.
You don't mean that, Faye. You wouldn't double-cross your one and only.
Wouldn't I?
Yeah, I guess you would at that. And it's probably just what I deserve.
Huh?
What do you think you got coming to you?
No. No, Vaughn. No, don't.
Yeah?
That you, Amazing?
Who's this?
Now, who else would it be?
Brooks?
But of course.
What's on your mind, Lieutenant?
Now, that's a pretty silly question. What have I usually got on my mind?
Yeah, I should have known.
I'm talking about business.
Oh.
Ever hear of a girl named Faye Morgan?
No?
Well, you're going to. She was knocked off at 7 o'clock last night.
What's that got to do with me?
Maybe everything. We grabbed a killer, and he wants you to defend him.
What's his name?
Cal Myers.
Cal Myers. Boy who works for Frenchie Lyons?
Yeah, tell me something, Counselor. Why is it no sooner we nab somebody, they always scream for Malone?
Well, what are you complaining about, Lieutenant? If they didn't, we'd both be out of work. Tell Mr. Myers I'll be over in 15 minutes.
You are listening to The Amazing Mr. Malone. Now that nice weather is definitely here, you've probably checked through your fishing stuff and given the car an overhaul, and you're ready for some weekending in the country. Well, out of the hundreds of forest fires in America every year, 9 out of 10 are caused by carelessness. Don't be careless. Don't drop a lighted cigar, cigarette, or pipe ashes. Break matches in two before throwing them away. Build your campfire in a sheltered spot, and drown it carefully before you leave it. And check the local fire laws before using any fire at all. Our forests are a great natural resource, and protecting them is our responsibility. Remember, only you can prevent a forest fire. And now, back to the amazing Mr. Malone.
There's one thing I'll have to say for myself, because if I don't, no one else will. I'm a man of my word. Here I promised Lieutenant Brooks I'd be over in 15 minutes, and I was. It was exactly 2:30 when I walked into Cal Myers' cell. And at 2:31, I was ready to walk out.
Now, look, Malone, all I can tell you is that I didn't kill Faye Morgan.
Why does Lieutenant Brooks here think you did?
Well, I can't help it if he's an idiot.
Well, I've been promoted. He called me an imbecile before.
Don't let it go to your head.
What kind of a routine do you call this, anyway?
Well, you see, Cal, Brooks and I enjoy a very unusual relationship.
Yeah, you're both very unusual guys.
Hey, you know, he's good, Counselor. We ought to take him into the act.
Are you going to get me out of here, Malone?
Well, that all depends. Did you kill Fay Morgan? Forgive me for even asking. Would you mind telling me what you had against the girl?
Absolutely nothing.
Yet the police have a witness who swears she threw you out of her apartment.
That was Vaughn.
Vaughn?
Her husband. What are you smirking for, Lieutenant? I knew Fay was married.
Well, that makes it even better.
You're out of your mind.
That's very funny.
Is this?
No, I was just thinking. You work for Frenchie Lyons. So someone walked out of his office last night with close to 70 grand.
And where'd you pick that up?
I got a rumble.
What's the connection?
You tell us.
Look, Malone, whose side are you on, anyway? Now, either you want this case or you don't.
Well, as long as you put it on that basis, I don't. Let me out, Lieutenant.
Sure.
So long, Cal. Lots of luck with your new lawyer.
Thanks.
Don't mention us.
Hey, you know something, Malone?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of time.
You know, it's lucky you didn't go any further. You'd have ruined your record. This is one boy you'd never get off.
Are you insinuating I take only the easy ones?
Oh, heavens, no.
You don't think I can get them off, huh?
I know you can.
Well, if this is what you wanted, Lieutenant, you couldn't have planned it better. Go on back and tell Myers I've changed my mind.
Get your evening paper here, all the latest new... Your paper, mister?
You got a racing form?
Oh, you betcha.
You wouldn't happen to know how Strongheart did in the 4th at Hollywood?
He won. Paid $16.80. Were you in on him?
No, I couldn't find a bookie.
Well, any time you're looking for a little action, let me know.
Well, that's good to know.
Willie Nelson.
It's nice meeting you, Willie. You look like a pretty sharp boy.
I don't miss much.
I'll bet you don't. Didn't you discover Fay Morgan's body?
Are you a cop?
No, but I heard that when you went up to deliver the papers to her apartment this morning, you found her.
Look, mister, I got to get back to my stand.
Will $10 buy a couple of minutes of your time?
No.
How about 20?
I'm sorry, but I got... Wait a minute. Don't I know you from someplace?
I don't know. Do you?
What did you say your name was?
I didn't say, but it's Malone.
Malone?
John J.
Sure, you're that lawyer, ain't you?
Well, I don't know if I'm that lawyer.
Say, I know all about you, Mr. Malone. My mother always wanted me to be a lawyer.
Better you should stick to your newspapers. Now, about that $20.
Oh, I wouldn't take any money from you. It's a privilege to cooperate. Ask me anything you want.
What kind of a girl was this Fay Morgan?
Okay, if you're a horse.
Huh?
She was nuts about the nags.
Oh. Well, who do you think killed her?
Well, Mr. Myers, of course.
Why do you say of course?
Well, the cops grabbed him.
You saw Cal Myers come out of her building?
Sure, right after Mr. Morgan went up to see her.
When did Morgan leave?
Well, I couldn't say I didn't see him.
But you're positive Myers left before he did?
Absolutely. I saw him come out myself. Of course, that don't mean he couldn't have come back again.
Wouldn't you have noticed him?
No, not if he went in through the fire escape like he did the first time.
He used the fire escape?
Yeah, and believe me, he had a right to. That Mr. Lyons was plenty sore.
Lyons? Don't tell me he was here, too.
Yeah, he was looking for Myers.
You tell that to the cops?
They didn't ask me.
Serves him right. Well, this has been a pleasure, Willie. Let's do it again real soon. Right now, I gotta go do it to Mr. Lyons.
Don't misunderstand me, Malone. I'm tickled to death you dropped by. But I still don't understand your reason.
Well, I'm representing Cal Myers.
Who?
Cal Myers. He used to work for you.
I'm sorry I can't place the name.
Well, just to refresh your memory, when you came to my apartment this morning...
I came to your apartment?
Next, you'll tell me nobody waltzed off with 70 grand of yours last
Look,
night.
Malone. You sure you feel all right?
Well, if I don't, I know who's responsible. Now, the way I see it, Frenchie, you knew Cal Myers was sweet on Fay Morgan.
Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, you probably figured she and her husband wound up with your dough.
You're out of your mind.
And why were you looking for Cal?
Who said I was?
I have it on what Winchell would call excellent authority. As a matter of fact, this same reliable source put you on the scene right about the time Fay Morgan was murdered.
You disappoint me, Malone. I thought you were smart.
Yeah, I guess I must be pressing too hard. Sorry I let you down, Frenchie.
Those things happen. Good night, Counselor. I think you'll be able to find your own way out.
Yeah?
Let me talk to Mr. Malone, please.
Who's calling?
Willie Nelson.
This is Malone. What's up, Willie?
Oh, I think I got a lead for you. Remember you asked me about Vaughn Morgan?
Well, don't tell me he came back to the apartment.
Yeah, about 5 minutes ago. He wanted the key to his wife's room.
You get it?
No, the super wouldn't give it to him.
Where's Morgan now?
He's hanging around the entrance.
Listen, Willie, you can't let me down. You must be on good terms with the superintendent.
Well, he hit me for $108 on a long shot yesterday.
And he ought to feel real friendly today. Get the key and go up to the room. I'll be over as fast as I can.
Just a second, Mr. Malone. Come on in.
Hello, Willie.
What are you doing here, Mr. Morgan?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you.
You know, the cops won't like it if they find out.
Who's going to tell them?
You gave strict orders. No one was supposed to come in here.
You're here?
Well, I'm waiting for a friend.
I'll try to keep out of your way. What happened to my wife's grip, Willie?
I don't know. Guess the police must have taken it.
What's that under the bed?
You better not touch that, Mr. Morgan.
Pull it out.
No, I will not.
I don't know why Faye thought you were so accommodating. I can't get you to do anything.
Oh, now listen, Mr. Morgan, I'm telling you...
Maybe if I were to slip you something, you'd knock yourself out for me. Taxi! Taxi!
Having trouble, mister?
Yeah, you never can find a hack when you need one.
Ain't it the truth? Can I give you a lift?
Huh?
I got a new car around the corner. Maybe you'd like to get off your feet for a while.
Look, chum, I don't know what your game is.
Tiddlywinks. What's yours, Morgan?
How do you know my name?
You're a celebrity. Wasn't your wife murdered?
Who are you?
Nobody you know, but I think you know my boss.
Your boss?
Yeah, a fella named Frenchy Lyons.
Oh.
He's waiting for you in my car. Would you like to talk to him?
No, thanks.
Come on, Morgan, get smart. I'm not keeping his hand in my pocket to protect the manicure.
Where do we go?
Just around the corner. I hope that grip isn't too heavy for you, but you look like a big, strong boy.
Look, fella, I'll make your proposition.
I wish I had the time to hear it.
Make up, Buzz.
Look.
Oh, I'm glad to see you, Vaughn. Get in.
Listen, Lyons.
I'll be glad to. I expect to learn a great deal. All right, Buzz. Find us a nice, quiet spot where Mr. Morgan can talk to his heart's content.
You are listening to The Amazing Mr. Malone. 3 chimes mean good times on NBC. Sunday on NBC, Rosalind Russell and Burgess Meredith co-star in Biography, Theater Guild on the Air's final broadcast of the season. First produced on Broadway by the Theater Guild in 1932, Biography deals with a second-rate female portrait painter whose life story, about to be published, might embroil a number of her male subjects, particularly one with political ambitions. This comedy, featuring 2 of your favorite Hollywood stars, is sure to be a must in your Sunday listening lineup. Sunday also means another visit with the owners of that world-renowned dream house, Mr. and Mrs. Blandings. The Blandings, as portrayed by Cary Grant and Betsy Drake, are just average people with a better-than-average knack of getting themselves into situations that mean just one thing: a load of laughs for you, the radio listener. So remember Theater Guild on the Air and Mr. and Mrs. Blandings, Sunday over this station. And now, back to the amazing Mr. Malone.
A boy named Kipling once wrote a poem entitled If. And now there's a song with the same name. I ought to use it for my own personal theme. If I hadn't stopped off for Lieutenant Brooks, and if I had gone immediately to see the obliging newsboy Willie Nelson after his phone call, things might have turned out differently. But there's that big if again. Anyway, when the lieutenant and I walked into Fay Morgan's hotel room, Willie was still waiting.
Get some water, Malone.
Is he?
No. Someone only did a crouper on his skull. Yeah, he's coming to now. How about that water?
Sure.
Oh, never mind, Lieutenant. I'm all right.
I thought the first thing they always said was, what happened?
I don't have to ask. I was here.
Suppose you tell us, Willie.
Let me up and out. On second thought, maybe I better park where I am.
Who did it?
Mr. Morgan.
What do you want?
I don't know.
Must have been after the bankroll.
Oh, you're crazy. We took this place apart.
Well, it was a grip under the bed.
Is it there now?
Nope.
And Fay must have stashed the money in there.
No, you're nuts, Malone. There was nothing in that bag. I examined it personally.
You didn't look hard enough.
Oh, I'm sure he did, Malone.
Hey, Lieutenant, look who's here.
Well, hello, Frenchie. Come on in.
I have a couple of friends waiting outside. Would you mind?
Not at all. The more the merrier.
Buzz?
I assume you want him, too. Leave me alone.
Well, old home week. You know, we've been looking for you, Morgan. Where you been?
Buzz and I sort of took him under our wing.
And from the looks of him, I say you must have flown pretty high and dropped him.
Accidents will happen.
Won't they? But now that we're all here, suppose we call the meeting to order.
Correction, Mr. Chairman. We're not all here. What about your client, Cal Myers?
Well, he's accounted for. Will the secretary read the minutes?
May I have the floor?
Chair recognizes Mr. Lyons.
I move we dispense with this charming piece of whimsy and get down to business.
Yeah, I second the motion.
You opposed, Vaughn?
I think he means no.
Willie?
Don't mind me.
Mr. Lyons.
There's a problem, gentlemen. I think we should all give our immediate consideration.
You mean the murder of Fay Morgan?
I don't consider that a problem, Malone.
Oh, then you know who killed her.
No, and frankly, I don't care. What concerns me is the return of $70,000.
Well, that's a mercenary attitude, Frenchie. Here a beautiful young thing has been violently put to death, and all you're interested in is...
money.
All right. Help him out, Willie.
Huh?
Tell him where you hit it.
Where I hit it?
Look, what are you getting at, Malone?
Who do you think killed Fay Morgan?
Him?
Uh-huh.
You're crazy.
I'm surprised at you, Willie. Didn't anyone ever tell you can't get away with murder? You're supposed to be a smart bookie, and that's one big tip you overlook.
No coffee, gentlemen?
No, thanks. Say, Malone.
Oh, Lieutenant, why does this have to happen every week?
Well, you think I enjoy it? If it wasn't for you, you know where I'd be?
Yeah, right behind the 8-ball.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Well, what do you want to know?
Just one thing, Malone. What made you decide on Willie Nelson?
It all came down to button, who's got the button. And if you know the game, you'll see Willie was a cinch to be it.
I don't see why, Malone.
No one else had Frenchie's money, and it's obvious Fay Morgan wasn't killed until she divulged where she hid it.
Well, her husband might have had the dough.
If he had, he'd never gone back to the hotel and run the risk of being picked up by Lyons and Company. No, Brooks, it had to be Willie. He had the best position of them all. He was right on top of every play.
Yeah. Now, what about your client, Cal Myers?
What about him?
Well, how'd you know he didn't have the money?
That's easy. If he had, I would have gotten it, and you wouldn't be stuck for this check. Good night, Lieutenant. Ever hear the story of the boy who was bored with it all until he bought himself a gun? From then on, he got a big bang out of life. I'll tell you all about him next week, so why not pick me up at my office at the same time? I'll be waiting for you. Good night.
George Petrie was starred as John J. Malone, with Larry Haynes as Lieutenant Brooks. Our program is written by Gene Wang and directed by Richard Lewis. The Amazing Mr. Malone is based on a character created by Craig Rice and produced by Bernard L. Schubert. The events and characters in this story were entirely fictional, and any resemblance to persons living or dead is entirely coincidental. Fred Collins speaking. The Amazing Mr. Malone has come to you from New York. Stay tuned for The Man Called X, next over most NBC stations.
Welcome back. Oh no, Willie Nelson, murderer. Actually, they had an episode of Monk where Willie Nelson guest starred and was suspected of murder, though eventually cleared. It's somewhat interesting. You'll hear this every so often. There'll be a name of a character on the program that was not famous then, but is coincidentally, pretty famous now. Another example of this is there's an episode of, yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Once they get past the, 15-minute episodes, it's called the Jimmy Carter Matter. And there was a gentleman who was reviewing some of the Dragnet comic strips, and there was actually a character who was involved in narcotics whose name was Jimi Hendrix. So some of those weird moments, we got that in this episode. Weren't many other highlights. Well, the solution seemed a little bit contrived, to say the least. But it's sometimes the case on these. But with the Malone mysteries, it's not necessarily the cleverness of the solution. It's the fun you have getting there. All right, well, on to listener comments and feedback. And we begin with this. from David, who says, please, if you have to do commentaries, then please learn how to comment professionally. You are, in fact, spoiling the OTR presentations. And we have actually some other listener comments in regards to previous comments along the same lines. We have this from a listener on iTunes who writes, I first downloaded these podcasts to get me through long plane flights. I've since become an addict. I can't hear a phone ring now without expecting it to be followed by a snappy Johnny Dollar. It's great to listen to these radio shows, especially the serialized Johnny Dollar in sequence, the way they were meant to be heard. And anyone who does not appreciate Adam Graham's charming and sometimes quirky commentary has no soul. And then we have this from Blaine, who responds, my reply to the guy who offered to buy you off to eliminate your voiceover, it's free and it's called archive.org. Thanks in large part to your dedication to only sharing 100% legal content. Anyone who doesn't want your commentary can download the source for free themselves. Perhaps then they'll realize how much work you're doing to research, organize, and select these shows, not to mention the post-production work you must be doing on your commentary. And I didn't really appreciate until I started podcasting myself. Well, thanks so much for the comment, Blaine. And this whole question does tend to be something that goes in cycles. And I think established listeners, they listen to the show because they enjoy, or at least they get used to the commentary and appreciate it, or they just adjust to it. And then we have people who rotate on, start listening, and don't get it or don't like it. There's definitely quite a bit of time that goes into the program. It's hard to calculate because a lot of it I don't strictly think as work. I guess culturally, because I tend to think of work as the stuff that you do to get paid for, that you may or may not care for particularly much. And so prep time is often reading books, searching websites, studying and becoming more aware on the topic, as well as listening to shows so that you're even outside of the detective genre, so you develop some good knowledge. Thankfully, most of the organizing has, in terms of locating the shows, has been done by others. The toughest series to get everything organized with has been the lineup, but really blessed by the Digital Deli's log, which allowed us to do that series at all. A lot of time goes into doing a 6-day-a-week podcast. Thankfully, Andrew takes care of a lot of my, or most of the post-production work on the show in terms of the editing and stuff. It would be a lot more difficult, probably be another 3 or 4 hours a week. Though, of course, Andrew, like me, we both got regular jobs, so I can't, there's just a limit to what we can do here. And I always honestly welcome advice on how we can do the show better in a really concrete way. Right off, when I first started the series, I did a huge introduction that could choke a horse when we were doing the pilot podcast. And listener really said that was not a good idea to do that much commentary before the show. And so we kind of changed, how we did commentary, really backloaded it so that folks who didn't like the commentary could just hit the stop button when it was done, and those who enjoyed the commentary could enjoy it better without having to get through a ton of stuff at the beginning of the show. And of course, we did have the listener who made a really good case for making Johnny Dollar first on Fridays. And so I do want to be clear. I don't want any listeners to think, he's just so sensitive or close to any sort of feedback. I'm definitely not. If you have an idea how we can do something better that's concrete. It actually can be helpful, and it's great to have those conversations. But for the past couple of weeks, we've had kind of the feedback that's not really constructive. But I appreciate so much both Blaine and Dash's thought on the topics, and all the support that we get from so many great listeners. All right, well, that will do it for today. We will be back tomorrow with the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter, parts 3 and 4. And then join us back here for another episode of The Amazing Mr. Malone next Tuesday. Well, before we do get started, I want to let you know today's program is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And you can support the show at support.greatdetectives.net. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter, parts 3 and 4.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Lieutenant Steve Howard, homicide. I found word to call you there at your hotel.
Right. I'm an insurance investigator, Lieutenant, and...
Yeah, I've heard of you. Can I help you?
Well, I understand you're the man who handled a murder case at the Bala-Kinwood dog show last year.
That's right. We're still working on it.
Oh, fine. Like to look over the setup for an attempted murder?
Oh? Of who?
Me.
Stay right there, Mr. Dollar.
Tonight, and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company. Following is an accounting of expenditures incurred during my investigation of the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. And at this point, that name is no joke. Expense account item 3, 70 cents cab fare from the office of Harry Branson to my hotel. It was at Harry's office that I got the craziest assignment I'd ever taken. Bodyguard to Laird Douglas of Heatherscote, who turned out to be a dog. And I mean that literally. A purebred Scottish terrier who rated high enough in dogdom for somebody to make a couple of attempts on his life. Right now, it looked like somebody wanted me to be next.
What's all this talk about an attempt on your life?
Here, Lieutenant. Take a look at this handbag of mine.
Huh?
Wait, don't touch it.
Huh?
I left it here on this little luggage stand about an hour ago, right after I checked in. Only before I left it, I opened it and took out my gun.
So?
So when I got back, just before I called you, I found the bag as you see it now, locked again.
Oh, now look here, Mr.
Yeah, I know. But if a chambermaid had been in here, there would have been other signs. You know, bed turned down, fresh towels in the bath, things like that.
Boy, you're a suspicious man. You sure you didn't lock it yourself after taking your gun out?
I'm sure. Anyhow, instead of opening it, I started to pick it up to put it on the bed to unpack. Here now, you lift it.
Why?
Because it weighs close to 25 pounds, and that's too much for nothing but an extra suit, a few shirts and shorts, some handkerchiefs and the like.
You check with the desk?
No callers that they know about.
Well, let me see. Yeah, that is pretty heavy.
And it doesn't tick. Now, look here.
Yeah?
You see where somebody on the fire escape used a pry bar to shove this window open?
Well, yeah. And those marks are fresh. Very fresh. Operator, get me Central Police.
Expense account item 4. Check for $29.50 to the nearest Bond clothing store for one pair of trousers to replace those torn by Laird Douglas of what's-his-name when I'd first met him in Harry's office. Item 5, phone call to Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyton.
Well, don't you worry, Mr. Dollar. If you're delayed, you're delayed, and we'll just expect you here at the Maples when you get here. Your suite is all ready and waiting for you.
I'll be there as soon as I can.
Oh, I do hope you've had a suit made to replace those trousers little Laird Douglas tore. Why don't you have a couple of suits made and just charge them to me?
Thanks. Maybe I'll get around to that. Goodbye, Mrs. Van Pyton. First of all, I had to know what Lieutenant Howard found out about the suitcase he'd had his lab crew pick up. I took a taxi to headquarters. That's item 8, 65 cents.
I'm glad to see you, Dollar. Sit down.
Well, what'd you find out?
Dollar, that bag of yours had enough soup in it to blow out half the side of your hotel.
And I was right.
Yeah, professional job, too. Straight wire rig that would have gone off when you opened the bag.
Brother, I guess my lucky star is in the ascendant.
What made you suspect a booby trap, Dollar?
Last year and a few days ago, somebody tried to poison a dog.
Well do I know.
Laird Douglas of Heatherscote, Blue Ribbon Scotty, belonging to Mrs. Peter Malcolm
Kelly Van Pyten, yeah.
Right.
Apparently, the whole reason for it was to keep the pooch from winning the best of show at the annual dog festival, or whatever you want to call it, out at Ballackinwood.
So I've heard.
I think it was more than that.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, don't tell me you subscribe to the idea that if the dog were to die, Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten would probably kick off, too.
No question about it.
Okay.
Well, you don't know her yet, or you wouldn't be so skeptical. Her whole life revolves about that dog. And her money, of course.
Now, from what I've seen, she just throws that away.
Of course she does. At least in small quantities. You know, 1,000 or 2 here or there, even 100,000 to some school or library or something where it'll show. But even that's only a drop in the bucket to her.
Lieutenant, I don't quite see what you're driving at.
Well, she is one of the remnants of a class in this country, fast dying out, thank goodness, that for generations has been cultured and conditioned into thinking that money is everything, that their whole destiny is to control vast industries, lands, railroads, oil, shipping, and people. People, Dollar, by means of their sheer financial prowess.
But I thought our present tax situation...
sure, their day is almost done, but the few who are still around, like Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten, are hanging on for dear life, trying to add to their power.
Hey, Steve, you make a sweet, gabby, eccentric old lady sound like an ogre.
She is, no question. I'm sure she doesn't realize it.
Simply because this whole attitude has been so thoroughly ingrained into her all her life?
That's right.
Oh, well, we'll see.
Yeah, you'll see.
Well, look, let's get to the point. Who do you think might be trying to get rid of the old lady?
I haven't the least idea.
Well, no family, relatives?
Only living relative is her nephew, Warren Staley.
Ah.
Nothing.
You sure?
Haven't been able to pin a thing on him.
Where can I find this Warren Staley?
At the Maples.
He lives there with her, huh?
Yep.
And you're sure he would be her only beneficiary?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Good luck, Dollar.
Lieutenant Howard seemed to know what he was talking about. Nonetheless, I decided that the nephew, Warren Staley, would at least be a start, and the sooner I could move in at the Maples, the better. Item 9, 780 cab fares back to my hotel and out to the Maples in the suburb of Germantown. When I first saw the place, I could hardly believe my eyes. It looked like a regular castle perched atop a small hill. Even the gatehouse, nearly half a mile from the mansion, was big enough to house several families. But the mansion itself, wow. A rather stuffy-looking butler, after practically climbing up my family tree, escorted me to the reading room. Mrs. Kelly Van Pyten, and guess who? Whoops! Oh, easy now, Doug.
Oh, Mr. Dollar, I'm so glad you're here. And look, he remembers you.
Yeah.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah, it is. Attaboy, Doug. Easy
Oh,
now.
and please call him Douglas.
Huh?
After all, the name Doug sounds so common, doesn't it?
Oh, you really think he cares, Mrs. Van Pyten?
Oh, you're joking, aren't you?
Yeah.
Mr. Branson said you had quite a sense of humor.
Yeah, dumb boy.
Now, did Hastings show you to your suite?
The butler? No, but he took my things.
Then I'll show you. I'm sure you'll love it and be quite comfortable. This way, please.
Yes. You coming, Douglas? Yeah, attaboy.
Do you see how happy he is having you here? I am too, Mr. Dollar. Now we just... Oh, Warren, darling.
Huh?
Hello, Tanta.
Mr. Dollar, this is my little nevy, Warren Staley.
Warren was 25 or so, bright, good-looking, and well but comfortably dressed. And at Mrs. Van Pyten's orders, he took me up to my suite. Living room, study, breakfast room, bath, and bedroom. And it still occupied only a small part of the second floor.
Now, here next to you are Dougie's rooms.
Wow.
One for sleeping and one for eating. Can you tie that? The dining room for a dog. And through that door is Mademoiselle Poirot, his governess. She feeds and bathes him.
And that's a full-time job?
Oh, sure. Most pampered dog in the country.
Brother, I'll go with you on that.
No doubt Tanta will ask you to keep this connecting door open at night.
Hey, sit down a minute, Warren. I'd like to talk to you.
Sure. I hope you're impressed by all this.
Are you kidding?
And Tanta will love you dearly. Say, would you like a drink? There's a cellarette here for your convenience.
Holy. Sure, scotch and soda.
Good. Rather foolish, though, isn't it? All of it?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's such nonsense to keep up an estate like this just to keep face, so to speak.
Well, she can afford it, can't she?
Are you kidding?
You sound as though you don't enjoy this life of luxury.
Yeah, here's your drink. Enforced luxury to keep up the honor of the family. And I resent it.
Oh?
Without ever having to lift a finger, do an honest day's work. When she's gone, I'll be one of the wealthiest men in the country.
That's bad, huh?
Do you think it's strange that a fellow would like to stand on his own feet for a change, make something of himself, by himself?
Well, why not just pack up and leave?
You don't know Tonto.
No, I guess I don't.
Oh, it's really more than that. I'm the only member of this family left, aside from Tonto.
So I understand.
I'm the only one left to carry on the Van Pyten empire. Drink up.
Wait a minute. Branson used that term, too.
Yes, empire. Not only enough security to sink a battleship, but controlling rights in steel, utilities, and most important of all, Eastmoreland oil.
I see.
And what's most important about that is that I'll survive to keep control of Eastmoreland from Kenworthy.
Harrison R. Kenworthy.
Yeah? There's been a battle over Eastmoreland oil for generations between the Van Pytens and the Kenworthys.
They tell me, does Kenworthy have any heirs?
One. His son, Ronald.
I see. What sort of a fellow was he?
Good friend of mine. We waste a lot of our time together. Oh, drink up, Mr. Dollar. I'm ready for another, and you haven't even touched yours.
Yeah, well, listen. I'm going to lay some cards on the table.
Shoot.
Somebody's been trying to get at Laird Douglas, the dog, presumably as a way of getting at your aunt.
It's true. If anything would have happened to little Dougie...
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Now, because of the intense rivalry between your aunt and Kenworthy, or rather between Laird Douglas and his pup, Lady O'Diddy's Mimi, or whatever her name is. Anyway, Kenworthy should be number one suspect.
When you know him, you'll cross him off your list.
So Lieutenant Howard has told me.
But, go on.
All right. As sole beneficiary of the Van Pyten Empire, as you call it, you come in as fast number 2 on the list.
I can understand that.
But unless everything you've told me is a fancy fairy tale to throw me off, then...
Everything I've told you is true, Mr. Dollar.
Hey, what's the matter with you?
Nothing. Go on.
Okay. And mind you, Warren, I'm not forgetting for a minute that there's been a couple of murders involved in this whole screwy business, plus an attempt on my own life.
Attempt on your... Dollar?
Hey, what gives you... Are you plastered on a little over one drink?
No, listen to me. I know. Now I know, and I can tell you, Dollar.
Tell me what?
The answer, the whole thing. Dollar!
Warren, what's the matter with you?
I can't breathe.
Hey, Warren.
Drink. Meant for you. Don't touch...
He died without another sound. I carefully sniffed the drink that had been poured for me, gingerly tasted it. Nothing that I could spot. Yeah, poor Warren had probably been right. Whatever it was had no doubt been meant for me. Johnny Dollar.
Lieutenant Howard, homicide.
Oh, hi, Steve.
Hi. As you know, I've given orders for you to be confined to your suite out there at the Maples until I can get some of the lap crew out there.
You don't think I murdered Warren Staley?
Apparently, you were the only one who was with him when he died.
Now, look here. I'm the one who's kept even the family out of here.
What's more important, you're the only one on the whole estate who might be trusted to keep things intact. Any possible evidence. So please don't leave your room.
Okay, diplomat. I'll sit tight. Expense account, or rather report, submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in connection with my investigation of the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. No need to itemize expenses at this point because there are none. The magnificent suite in which I'm parked out at the sumptuous mansion of Mrs. Peter Malcolm Kelly Van Pyten is fine, except for the body of young Warren Staley, Mrs. Van Pyten's nephew, draped over the arm of the easy chair in which he died a few minutes ago. I'd called Lieutenant Howard at Homicide on the phone in my room immediately, and within minutes the nearest patrolman was stationed outside my door, refusing admittance even to the lady of the house. After all, this was the third murder that tied up with the Scottish terrier who started all this, Laird Douglas of Heatherscote. While waiting for Lieutenant Howard and his crew, I shaved, showered, and changed my clothes. Then, about 10 minutes later...
Well, Dollar?
Yeah, Lieutenant.
Ah. See what you mean.
Yeah. He seemed like a nice kid, too.
It's all yours, Doctor. Go right ahead.
Very well, Lieutenant. Here, Paul, just sit like you do.
Okay, for pictures, Lieutenant?
Yeah, go right ahead,
Okay,
Sergeant.
excuse me, Doc. Hey, before you get started here.
Okay, Dollar, let's have it. What happened?
Well, Warren brought me up here himself, and I sat him down to ask him some questions.
You suspected him, didn't you? In spite of what I told you.
Sure. As sole beneficiary of the Van Pyten estate, empire, as he called it.
Yeah, well, what do you think now?
That you were right, that he was clean. Anyhow.
My poor darling Warren, where is he? No, take your hands off me. My boy
Just a
is
minute,
dead.
Mrs. Van Pyten.
No, you can't keep me out. This is my own house, and this is my own
Yes,
nephew,
I'm
my
sorry,
boy.
but you'll have to wait until we can get everything clear.
This terrible, terrible
Look, Mrs. Van
thing.
Pyten, if you'll just wait until we finish.
Just a minute, Lieutenant.
Hey, whoa, young fella, hold on a minute.
Who are you?
Johnny Dollar, who are you?
Ronald Kenworthy, his best friend. What happened to him?
He was poisoned.
Poisoned? And where were you? How could a thing like this happen if you were doing what...
Ronnie, just calm down a minute. How long have you been here in the house?
Why, half, 3/4 of an hour, something like that. But I don't see...
Where? Where were you?
Well, I was down in the reading room with Mrs. Van Pyten.
All the time?
Then out in the garden.
Alone?
Yes, except for a few minutes while I talked to Hastings, the butler, out there.
What were you doing in the garden?
I was on my way up here by the back way to see Warren. I've always used the back staircase from the garden, ever since we were kids together. This suite of rooms used to be our playroom, ever since I can remember.
All right. Go on with what you were saying.
Well, then about that time, or a few minutes later, I don't know exactly, I heard the police car come screaming up the driveway. That was the first that any of us, Mrs. Van Pyten or Hastings or I, that any of us knew that something was wrong, that something had happened to Warren. But now look here, Mr. Dollar, I don't...
Kenworthy, you two.
What?
You'll have to leave with Mrs. Van Pyten until we're through in here.
Oh, please, Ronald, help me.
Well,
Help me.
but I...
Go ahead, Ronnie, go ahead.
All right. Oh, come on, you poor old dear.
Poor old dame. Sorry for her. You finding anything, Doc?
Yes, I think so. I certainly think so. Be with you in a minute.
All right. You better go on with what you were saying, Dollar.
Well, not much more to say, Lieutenant. Warren felt the same way you do, that Branson at the insurance company does. If anything happened to the dog, Laird Douglas, it'd be the end of Mrs. Van Pyten. That the murders of the dog's handlers, caretakers, were purely incidental to attempts on the dog's life. But
what?
Well, he apparently was as concerned over this whole thing as we've been. Said he had a very strong theory about who might be back of all this.
Who, did he tell you?
He was about to when this, whatever it was, hit him.
Well, I'll tell you what it was, Lieutenant.
Yeah, Doc? Oh, this is Mr. Dollar.
Oh, yeah,
Mr.
Doc.
Dollar. Norfolk acid. Same thing that killed the two dog handlers and was used on the dog itself. I can tell without further examination.
Wait a minute, Doc. Wait a minute. If the dog got the same thing that killed a couple of grown men.
A dog with a much more sensitive stomach, unused to all the strong food and drinks the human stomach is constantly abused with, a dog would immediately regurgitate and retain only a minute amount of the panorphic acid.
I see.
In the case of Warren Staley here, it was added to the Scotch whiskey he drank. Traces of it in his glass and in a full glass beside your chair.
Well, Doc, have you checked those bottles in the cellarette?
Just about to.
Which bottle did he pour that out of, Dollar?
The one right next to that bottle of VO there. Wait a minute. This isn't the same bottle.
What?
Well, the one he poured from was half empty. This is nearly full.
Hey, now, what's the matter with you boys?
Hands up.
You let somebody switch bottles a minute ago.
Oh, nobody's touched a thing here.
Now, wait a minute. Nobody else came in here besides Mrs. Van Pyten and young Kenworthy?
Hastings, the butler, but he just stood in the doorway.
Sure, that's right, Lieutenant.
Yet somehow, between the time Warren Staley poured those drinks and now, somebody switched bottles. Unless you're wrong about this, Dollar.
No sign of the poison in this one, Lieutenant. It's the only Scotch bottle.
You been here in the room all this time, Dollar?
Yeah, sure. And in the bath, I shaved and showered and dressed while waiting for you to get here. But only after one of your men came and parked outside the door.
Well, where does this door lead to?
That's the dog's quarters, 2 rooms.
Oh, I see. Come on, Dollar. You might wait for us.
Yeah, right. I'll be in.
What about that door beyond?
Oh, that. Mademoiselle Poirot, the dog's governess.
Well, where was she?
How should I know? I didn't even meet her.
Wait!
Ah, the Folies Bergère.
Yeah, I guess I should have knocked.
Who are you? Why you come in this way while I'm dressed myself?
Sorry, mademoiselle. We're the police.
Police? What have I done that you should see me this way?
Well, nothing, ma'am, nothing. But how long have you been there in your room?
Only 2 minutes. I came in the back way to change my clothes.
Yeah, that was obvious.
It's my day off. I have big date.
Not now, you haven't. Get dressed, and I'll send an officer in to escort you downstairs. Come on, Dollar.
No,
Say, Pete, send somebody around the back way to cover the governess and take her downstairs for questioning.
Yes, sir. Hey, Ransom. Yo.
And Johnny, looks like you goofed.
Hmm?
While you were showering, somebody came in through her room, through the dog's quarters, and did the bottle switch on us.
Oh, well, then we're even.
Yeah, we're... What?
You have very carefully mussed up any fingerprints that might have been on those doorknobs.
Oh. Jerry, see if you can get any prints off those doorknobs back there.
Right.
If I haven't wrecked them. But, Johnny, if I didn't know about you and your reputation, I'd peg this on you so fast you'd... You haven't been holding out on me, have you?
I assured him that I hadn't, then went downstairs to the monstrous living room and sat in while we went through a routine questioning of everyone in the household. I even went through the motions of bodyguarding the dog that had started all this and tried to console Mrs. Van Pyten. Results of the questioning?
Nothing, Dollar, nothing. No leads.
Yeah, so I noticed. The two previous murders of the dog's caretakers or bodyguards, whatever you want to call them.
Yeah, well, same poison was used then. In their food as well as the dog's.
But why? Why, Steve? Why? Why they? To keep them from helping Laird Douglas when it hit him?
Well, more likely because those handlers had got wind of the attempt to poison the dog and suspected who was trying to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So there's one thing you're overlooking, Dollar.
What's that?
The intended victim of this last poisoning was not Warren Staley, but you.
Oh, brother, I'm not overlooking that for 1 second.
Yeah, and that's why I asked you if you were holding out anything on me. Because it would indicate that you have a lead. Or at least suspicion about someone.
Sure. I got a lot of suspicions. Ronald Kenworthy, his old man, the butler, heaven help us, even Mrs. Van Pyten. Maybe even you, Steve. But when it comes to evidence...
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I've got work to do.
Looking for the proverbial needle in a haystack was nothing compared to hunting for the poisoned bottle of scotch that was no doubt stashed away somewhere. Far, far into the night, a regular army of policemen probed and dug and poked around. They opened drawers and closets and cabinets, pounded on walls, looking for sliding panels and secret compartments, went through the trash, sifted a trash heap, dug up any freshly turned earth they could find on the grounds, even climbed trees. Yeah, they prowled through attics and basements, looked everywhere. Result? Nothing. Meanwhile, I stayed close to Mrs. Van Pyten, and I'll say this for her. In spite of her almost silly infatuation with that dog, she showed real strength of character. We sat alone together in the reading room.
I know, Mr. Dollar, there's nothing I can do to bring Warren back. Therefore, there's no point in simply sitting here weeping over him.
Yeah, that's true.
But it isn't easy because it meant more. I'm sorry.
I want to ask you some things, Mrs. Van Pyten. I suppose this is the wrong time, but
No, ask me, Mr. Dollar. I think I know what you want to ask, and now that this last terrible thing has happened, I pray that I can help you.
Well, I had quite a talk with Warren before he died.
Oh, I'm glad.
Warren would have been the sole heir to the Van Pyten estate.
Yes, he alone would have carried the honor, the prestige of the family after my passing. Oh, no. Surely you didn't think that he could have been behind those other terrible murders.
Quite frankly, at first I did. But he told me something else, and it's bothered me. About Mr. Kenworthy and his son.
Ronald? Oh, no, Mr. Dollar. He was supposed to be Warren's best friend.
You said supposed to be.
Well,
Warren made it very clear that if the Kenworthys could somehow acquire the Van Pyten holdings, either by Mr. Kenworthy marrying you...
I have told Harrison R. Kenworthy...
Yes, I know. If Laird Douglas wins the show from his Kerry Blue Terrier, you'll marry him.
Yes.
And I still think it's a screwy idea. But the fact remains it's apparently true.
It's quite true.
Neither you nor Mr. Kenworthy has too many years ahead, if you'll forgive me.
Mr. Dollar, what...
So there's now only one person left to benefit by the death of Laird Douglas, of Warren, of you, and ultimately of Mr. Kenworthy.
Good heavens, Mr. Dollar.
That's right. Ronald Kenworthy. Well?
I know. I know it.
I think you've said enough, Mr. Dollar.
Ronald.
Yes, I heard it all. Mr. Dollar, I think you said too much for, shall we say, your health?
Now, here's our star to tell you about the final intriguing episode of this week's story.
Tomorrow, all cards are laid on the table. And believe me, the deck proves to have been stacked right from the beginning. Tomorrow, the wind-up. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote tonight's story. Be sure to join us tomorrow night, same time and station, for the next exciting episode of Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, I love the name of that, of the governess, Miss Poirot. Miss Poirot, wondering whether the gardener's named, Mr. Marple, and the, family minister is the good Reverend Brown. But I guess it's okay to pay a little bit of homage to the, classics here. We've got a very interesting problem and a very obvious solution, but we'll see if it's the right one. We do turn out listener comments and feedback regarding the last Jack Johnstone serial, The Lamar Matter. And Tim writes in, I just finished listening to the Lamar Matter. I sure hope that Jack Johnstone doesn't write any more episodes of Johnny Dollar. He just doesn't have the knack. Good grief! He just spent an entire 15-minute episode doing a not-too-interesting dialogue between Johnny and the insurance agent. Again, good grief. There were a couple of good things in the story, though. It was really nice to hear Howard McNear as a regular part, not as a crazy homeless guy, an old coot, or a peculiar neighbor or some such. It took me a few minutes to recognize him as the Chicago insurance agent and good friend of the dead man. The other is that it's always enjoyable to hear Virginia Gregg doing her special brand of great. As always, thanks for all your hard work. The show is terrific. Well, thanks so much, Tim. To be fair to Johnstone, I think that Tim is right in that most of the Johnstone serials have not been up to the standards of the ones that were written originally by E. Jack Newman and expanded, or by Les Crutchfield. He does continue to write episodes under a variety of pseudonyms throughout the show's run. I do think he does get better. I remember, if you remember, about a year ago, a little more now, we played the last episode of Yours Truly, Johnny Dollar, and the last episode of Suspense as a special commemorating the 50th anniversary of what is considered the end of the golden age of radio. And he wrote both of those episodes, and I thought his Johnny Dollar was actually pretty good. I think it's going to be something he'll develop over time. This serial is better than the last two, though to be honest, really it feels like the first two episodes and these two episodes are completely different shows. The first two were just so light and comic, and this one just a lot more serious. So it feels a little bit uneven. I won't talk too much about the case itself because as I listen to these, I begin to remember the solution, and I don't want to spoil it for any of our listeners who haven't heard it. I will say that if I remember this correctly, there was a key clue that nobody's paying attention to right now. But I don't know if I'm giving away. I don't think I'm giving away too much with that. All right, well, that will do it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with Nick Carter, and then join us on Friday where we will wrap up the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. Well, before we get started, today's program is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. Thanks so much for your support. And you can support the show at support.greatdetectives.net. All right, well, now we're going to take a listen to today's episode of Nick Carter, 9 Hours to Live.
It's another case for that most famous of all manhunters, the detective whose ability at solving crime is unequaled in the history of detective fiction, Nick Carter, Master Detective. Tonight's curious adventure,
9 Hours to Live, or Nick Carter and the Death House Mystery.
And now, a late news bulletin. 9 hours from now, at the stroke of midnight, Johnny Waldron, the blonde-faced killer convicted of the murder of Mrs. Cornelius Fielding, will go to the chair. Just 30 minutes ago, the condemned man made a last request. But Johnny Waldron did not ask for a sumptuous last meal in the tradition of the condemned. Nor did he ask to see his nearest and dearest relative, his wife Laura. No, Johnny Waldron's request was for something much more dramatic. He asked to see the great detective, Nick Carter. Now, just what this last-minute conference means is anybody's guess. Perhaps a reprieve for Waldron. Perhaps a clue as to what happened to the Fielding jewels, which up to now have not even been found. At any rate, the master detective, Nick Carter, has consented to talk with Waldron, and is probably at this very moment entering Death House Row. Keep tuned to this station for further dramatic developments.
Where have you got him, Guard? He's in number 1. We moved him to number 1 this morning. You see, it's a shorter ways to walk to the chair, number 1. You all ready to go? Yeah, the barber was in and shaved his head and legs about an hour ago. How's you taking him? Oh, there ain't been a peep out of him. Don't want nothing to eat. Don't want a chaplain, nothing at all. The only request he's made is to see you. Funny time to ask to see a detective, huh? If you don't mind my asking, Mr. Carter, what made a big shot like you decide to see him?
Well, maybe I'm curious to know what's in his mind. Go off to you about a fellow's going to die in a few hours.
Oh, I don't believe that you got any sympathy for a criminal. Not you. Not when a man's a killer. Well, here we are. Here's your company, Waldron.
Oh, hi.
Hello, Waldron.
Oh, Mr. Carter.
You got 5 minutes.
All right, Guard. Well, Johnny?
Oh, so you did come. Gosh, I was afraid you wouldn't.
Well, I must admit I was surprised when the warden called me and said you wanted to see me.
Yeah, I imagine you were. Gee, it was sure nice of you to come.
Let's skip the formalities, Johnny. Time's too short for chit-chat. Come to the point. What's on your mind?
Mr. Carter, you think I'm guilty, don't you?
Well, didn't follow your case too closely. But you had a fair trial, and you were found guilty.
What would you have me believe?
I'd like to have you believe that I'm innocent.
Pretty late in the game to convince Johnny.
Oh, I'm not looking for a last-minute reprieve. That isn't what I asked you to come out here for. When I got word a little while ago that the governor refused my last request for a reprieve, I just made up my mind that I'd only be kidding myself if I hoped any longer.
Why did you want to see me, Johnny?
Mr. Carter, I know I haven't got a chance. I'm going to be gone in just a few hours now. But I could go a lot easier if I thought that maybe someday the world would know the truth. They'd know that Johnny Waldron was innocent.
Johnny, if I thought you were innocent, I'd start the wheels turning right now to get you a reprieve.
Oh, wait. Let me finish, Mr. Carter. I know you don't believe me. Nobody does. I guess I couldn't expect you to believe me after the way things went at the trial. But sitting here in death row, waiting, the idea came to me that maybe Nick Carter would show him someday. Of course, I'd be gone, but, well, you see, there's Laura, my wife. She's going to keep on living, and it'll be hard for her.
I suppose she believes you're innocent.
Oh, she stuck by me swell. She's a wonderful woman, and I don't want the world to look on her as the widow of a murderer. Mr. Carter, all I'm asking is that after I'm gone, in your spare time, will you try to prove that they executed the wrong man? Just for my wife's sake.
Johnny, if you're innocent, who do you think did rob the Fielding safe and kill Mrs. Fielding?
I don't know, Mr. Carter.
What? There's nobody you even suspect?
Well, the only one that... No, I'm not going to accuse somebody I'm not sure of. I've only got a few more hours to live, and I don't
If you want me to do anything for you, Johnny, you better tell me everything you can about this.
No. You'll find them for yourself once you start looking.
Well, I've got to have some kind of evidence to go on.
I don't have any. Cards were stacked so well against me, but go see Laura. She's never stopped working for me. Maybe she knows more by now.
Look here. If that's the case, why haven't you had a lawyer working for you right up to the last minute?
Lawyers. I never had that kind of dough. Oh, a couple of shysters came around thinking maybe I had the Fielding jewels tucked away someplace. When they found out they weren't going to get a cut, they faded pretty fast. Even if you decide to do anything for me, Mr. Carter, I wouldn't be able to pay you for your trouble. You'd have to do it just as a favor to a dying man.
You don't know where the jewels are?
Why, no, Mr. Carter. How could I know? I didn't do that job. Look, you go see Laura. She'll tell you whatever she can.
All right. Time's up, Mr. Carter. All right, Garrett. Well, Johnny, I'll look into your case.
I don't suppose you believe me.
I bet he's been telling you an innocent man is being sent to the chair, huh? He tells that to everybody.
Did it ever occur to you, Guard, that he might be telling the truth?
No. Why? Well,
So long.
no.
Good luck.
Oh, thanks for coming, Mr. Carter. And thanks for whatever you can do for me, sir.
I'd very much like to know what happened to those Fielding jewels.
Huh? Oh, yes. Well, maybe they'll turn up while you're investigating.
Think so? I wonder.
Say, guard, how long is it until
8 hours, Johnny. Just 8 hours more.
Hello, Nick Carter's office.
Oh, Patsy, this is Nick.
Oh, Nick, thank heaven you called. This place is a madhouse. The office is filled with reporters. The newspaper and broadcasting companies have been telephoning. The district attorney has been trying to reach you.
Well, what's the trouble?
They want to know if you're going to try to get a reprieve for Johnny Waldron. The DA said he'd stick around his office all evening. And he's contacted the governor, and he'll be on tap ready.
Reprieve? Oh, great heaven, I just talked to the fellow. I don't have any evidence, none whatsoever. What's the matter with the DA?
Well, when Nick Carter goes to work on a case, even at the 0 hour, something usually pops.
I'll tell him to hang on to the hats a while. And you, Patsy, go up to the courthouse and get a transcript from the Walden trial. Dig up what you can out of our files about Waldron. I'm heading back from State's Prison right away. Meet you in front of the office.
All right, Nick. But we're going to have to work fast. They throw the switch in exactly 7 hours and 40 minutes. Waldron was really hired as a chauffeur. It was brought out of the trial that he ingratiated himself with the old lady every chance he got.
Oh?
You know, Mrs. Fielding was an invalid. Waldron used to carry her up and down stairs and waited on her and all that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was inside the house a great deal. Then, let's see now. Oh, the gun was traced to Mrs. Fielding's stepson, Tom Fielding. But the prints on the gun were Waldron's.
Her stepson lived there with her?
Yes, just the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Waldron and all the other servants slept out and reported for work in the mornings at 8.
When was the body found?
On a Thursday night at 10 o'clock, in the library of the house. Tom Fielding came home from his club and found her. The safe was open and the jewels and money gone. Of course, any of the servants, as well as Tom Fielding, might have known the combination of the safe. Mrs. Fielding often opened it in front of all of them. The defense harped on that at the trial, but Waldron's prints on the gun and his alibi being so flimsy cooked his goose.
I see.
How did Waldron strike you, Nick? Guilty?
It's the evidence that tells the tale in any case, Patsy. If we could find the party who has the missing Fielding jewels...
It would look pretty grim for that.
Yes, it wouldn't look good, that's sure.
Oh, Nick, look at the time.
5:50.
In 6 hours and 10 minutes, an innocent man may be electrocuted.
Oh, no, Patsy. No innocent man will be electrocuted for a crime he didn't do. Well, my name's Nick Carter. And here's our first stop, Patsy. His old tenement house. Laura Waldron lives here.
You're very nice to come to see me, especially today.
Mrs. Waldron, this is my assistant, Patsy Bourne.
How do you do, Miss Bone?
Hello, Mrs. Waldron.
Won't you two sit down? Here, let me dust the chair.
Oh, no, don't. It's perfectly all right.
Since Johnny's been away, I haven't been as good a housekeeper as I used to be. I've no heart for it anymore.
Mrs. Waldron, I came to see you because...
I know you went to see my husband. I heard on the radio.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, but it's too late to get Johnny off, isn't it? Besides, we don't have any money to pay a famous detective.
Mrs. Waldron, the only fee Nick Carter ever asks is that justice be done.
Now, Mrs. Waldron, tell me about Johnny. His habits, what he likes, what he doesn't like.
Johnny's good, Mr. Carter. You see, I know he's innocent.
But have you proof, Mrs. Waldron?
Proof? No. Just my heart tells me he wouldn't kill anybody. But more than that, I know because he was with me at the time the police say she was killed.
The prosecution tore his alibi to shreds.
Yes, a wife's testimony doesn't count for much in court. Oh, yet how thankful I am that he was with me that night, that I know he's innocent. You understand what I mean, don't you, Miss Bone? You understand when I say the world can stand against your man, but if you know he's right and good and true, you...
Mrs. Waldron, isn't there any way at all it can be proved that your husband was home with you that night?
No. You don't think of providing alibis for staying in your own home. It isn't much, I know, but it's ours. Tom Fielding has offered to help me. Now Johnny's going to be...
Tom Fielding? You mean the stepson of the woman your husband's convicted of murdering?
Yes.
In what way has he offered to help you?
Money. He knows Johnny isn't a murderer.
His testimony in court didn't follow that line, Mrs. Waldron.
Of course not. Mr. Fielding had himself to protect.
That's right, Nick. Fielding was under suspicion.
Just this afternoon he called me again. And where's the jewels, I said to him. If my Johnny did it, where's the jewels and the money? Would I be begging for work if Johnny had done it?
You're working now, Mrs. Waldron?
Day work. Scrubbing up places where they don't ask too many questions. Oh, but I'd mop the streets of this town from one end to the other every day. Johnny didn't have to die.
Oh, don't, Mrs. Waldron. Don't cry, please. Please don't cry.
You have to excuse me. Just that. I can't stand to think. I'm counting the minutes and seconds now. Only a few more hours. Johnny will be gone.
Mrs. Waldron, I'd like to ask you another question.
All right.
Maybe Nick can save your husband yet, you know.
Oh, if he only could.
There isn't time left for me to chase down every witness and question them. Tell me, Mrs. Waldron, whom do you suspect of robbing and murdering your husband's late employer?
Who? Oh, Mr. Carter, I have no proof against anyone.
I didn't ask if you knew who murdered Mrs. Fielding. I only said, whom do you suspect?
But I have no right to suspect him.
Right? What do you mean?
He's been so kind and offered to help.
Tom Fielding. That's who you think did it.
Oh, I never dared think it out loud before. He was her stepson, you know, but she loved... Oh, they had their quarrels. Oh, they were just money spats. I'm not saying he did it, only...
Only what?
You talk to him, Mr. Carter.
All right, I will. We'll go right over to the Fielding house now.
Oh, but you won't find him at home at this hour, Miss Carter. He's always at the club at this time. I know from when Johnny used to drive for him.
That's the old hunt club, isn't it?
Yes.
10th and 5th. Mm-hmm. Come on, Patsy, let's hurry. Time's precious.
Okay.
Goodbye, and thank you. I'll be right here waiting and praying you find the guilty man in time to save Johnny.
Nick, there's something puzzling you. What is it? Didn't you think Mrs. Walden's story made sense?
Well, it did, and it didn't.
But, Nick, doesn't it seem a bit odd for Tom Fielding to offer her money?
Yes, if that's true.
Well, then her story does make sense.
Patsy, it's not what Mrs. Walden said that's bothering me. Something else.
Something else? Well, what is it, Nick?
I wish I knew. But there's something about her that puzzles me. Something that doesn't fit into the picture. In the back of my mind somewhere, but I can't quite get the key to it.
If you ask me, Tom Fielding is the one who could straighten out a lot of things.
And he's the man we're going to tackle right now. Well, this hunt club's pretty swanky, isn't it?
Good evening, sir. Can I park your car for you?
Fancy place. Still has doorman and porter.
Oh, I beg your pardon, miss. Ladies aren't permitted in the old hunt club. I'm sorry.
Well, that lets you out, Patsy.
I guess it does.
You better wait for me here.
Yes, I guess I'll have to. Oh, Nick. It's 8:15. Only 3 hours and 45 minutes to go until midnight. Ring again, Nick. Fielding wasn't at his club, so he's got to be home here.
Your womanly intuition isn't working right tonight, Patsy. Not a light in the whole house. I don't think anybody's home.
Oh, Mr. Fielding, if you only knew how much time we've wasted looking for you.
Well, Patsy, maybe we can uncover enough evidence without seeing Mr. Fielding face to face.
What are you going to do?
A little high-class lockpicking in the interest of Johnny Waldron and his wife, Laura. There we are. All right, come on in. Stay behind me.
Gee, it's dark in here.
Shut the door and I'll use my flash.
Where are we headed for?
The library.
Oh.
That's the room Mrs. Fielding was killed in, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. These old houses, the library is usually back this way, off the center hall. Come on.
All right. You think there's anybody beside us in the house?
I hope not. Here we are. This is the door. This must be it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the library.
What are we looking for?
Well, right now, I'm looking for Mrs. Fielding's safe.
Safe?
Mm-hmm.
Safe. Oh, it's behind that portrait of her. That was in the testimony.
Yeah, you're right. Thanks, Betsy. Oh, turn on that small lamp, will you? Take a glance through the papers on the desk while I open this safe.
Say, Mrs. Fielding held her son and heir down while she was living. He's certainly making up for it now. Look at that wine cabinet. It's filled to the hilt with pre-war stuff. Oh, and look at this black market stuff. Have a gold-tipped cigarette, Miss Bowen. Yes, thank you, I will.
That's a shame on you. How'd you feel if Tom Fielding walked in here right now and caught you swiping his expensive cigarettes?
Only one, Nick. And for that matter, how would you feel if Mr. Fielding saw you about to open his safe? Oh, Nick!
You okay?
Yes, I guess so.
They shot through that window there. The bullet went right in the side of the desk here.
Oh, we better get out of here, Nick.
Now, 1 minute, Patsy. Got to see what's in this safe. It's almost open now.
Well, who do you think shot at us, Mr. Fielding?
Oh, Patsy, will you pick that bullet out of the desk? It'll be a handy piece of evidence.
All right. Say, you're taking this attempt to murder us awful lightly, Nick.
I don't think it was murder, Patsy.
Not murder.
No. You were standing by the wine cabinet not 4 feet from the window. And I was a perfect target standing here. No, Patsy, I think you'll find somebody was just trying to scare us away.
Oh. Well, I got the bullet out. Looks like a .32.
Ah, there we are. Patsy.
Yes?
Look here.
The missing jewels. Oh, Nick.
Yes, right here in the safe.
Oh, Nick, that's wonderful.
Hey, Patsy, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm getting the DA on the phone for you. You've got the evidence for Johnny Waldron's reprieve.
Now, wait a minute.
I knew he wasn't guilty, Nick. Mrs. Waldron was telling the truth.
Patsy, put down that phone.
Yes, Nick.
Now, get me police headquarters first. I want a general alarm sent out for Tom Fielding.
But Johnny Waldron.
I still have 2 hours, Patsy. If Waldron's innocent, I'll prove it in time to save him from the chair.
Nick, why should you want to talk to Mrs. Waldron again when you haven't asked for the reprieve? Only make her feel worse.
There's something about her that doesn't add up, Patsy. And I've got to know what it is before I go any further. This is the door, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Nick Carter, your thinking on this case is beyond me.
Well, Patsy, it's hard to explain. When I don't know myself what the missing link is, how can I explain it to you?
But you found the jewels. Tom Fielding had them in his safe. Why, it's obvious, Nick. He didn't get along with his stepmother, and he... Nick, what are you doing?
Going to open Mrs. Waldron's door?
Oh, no, don't do that, Nick. I'm sure she's here. She's probably been crying and doesn't want to see anybody. Let me call her first. Mrs. Waldron? Mrs. Waldron?
Oh, sorry, Patsy. We haven't any time to waste. Now, let's see. Where's the light switch?
It's here by the door. Oh, she isn't here.
So it seems.
Nick. Look here. There's a gold-tipped cigarette in this ashtray, the same kind we saw at Fielding's house.
Let's have it. No lipstick on it. Kind of pinched in near at the end.
He's been here. I never would have believed it of him.
Believe what?
Well, that a man like Fielding would come to a place like this. Why, a man like that wouldn't get his hands dirty putting them on the doorknob of a hovel like this.
Say that again, Patsy.
What? Well, a man like Fielding wouldn't dirty his hands on the doorknob of a place like...
I got it. Patsy, you just gave me the key I've been looking for. Come on. We've got to get back to Fielding's library or there'll be another murder. You know, Patsy, there are times when having a siren in this car comes in handy. And tonight's one of them. Hope we're in time.
Do you think the police have picked Fielding up yet, or do you think he'll be at his home?
He's at home. I'll bet my bottom dollar on that.
Nick, do you know what time it is?
Stop worrying about the time and come on.
I'm right with you.
The place is still dark.
There's a little light shining in the hallway.
He's here, all right. Watch your step, Patsy.
Don't worry about me.
I slipped the latch on the front door when we left. See if it's been bolted. No, still open. All right, come on.
Where do you think he is?
The library, probably.
Oh, I hear someone, Nick.
Yeah, they're both here.
Oh, that's Mrs. Waldron's voice. Open the door, Nick.
Oh, it's locked. I'll try to pick it.
Oh, Nick, hurry.
I am hurrying.
Stay away from me! Oh, he's killed her.
There.
Oh, Mrs. Waldron. Oh, thank heaven you came. He was just going to shoot me. I got the gun away from him and...
You shot him.
Yes, Mr. Carter. But it was self-defense. Anyone can see that.
Oh, I'm so sorry for you, Mrs. Waldron.
It was worth it. It was worth it. Now Johnny will be safe. He won't have to die in the chair.
Nick, you've only got 7 minutes to call it. 7 minutes to 12.
Hurry, Mr. Carter.
Just a minute. Calm yourself, Mrs. Waldron. Here, have a cigarette.
A cigarette? All right.
May I light it for you?
Thanks. Wait a minute till I get my cigarette holder out of my bag.
So, you do use a cigarette holder. I thought so.
Nick, the time is getting awfully short for your call to the DA.
I'm not going to make that call.
Why, Nick, not going to make it.
No, Mrs. Waldron. It was a nice frame-up you and your husband tried against Tom Fielding, but it didn't work.
Frame-up?
Yes, frame-up. You and Johnny staged this whole thing to get him a last-minute reprieve. It was pretty clever, but you made a couple of mistakes. For example, this gold-tipped cigarette butt I found in your apartment tonight.
What about it?
When I found this butt in your apartment, all pinched in at the end from having been smoked in a holder, I knew you'd lied about not having seen Tom Fielding. These particular cigarettes are made to order for him.
I didn't leave it there.
I couldn't be sure of that until I found that you used a cigarette holder. Then I knew I was right. You did leave it here.
Go on, prove it.
Another thing. Patsy. Take a look at Mrs. Walden's hands.
My hands? Why, they're beautiful. Beautifully manicured.
Exactly. Mrs. Walden, with hands like yours, you don't scrubs for a living. That dingy apartment of yours is merely a front.
Look out, Nick.
Gun, huh?
Yes, and I know how to use this gun, too, and I'm going to. Oh!
So sorry to hate you, Mrs. Walden. Patsy.
Yes?
Take a look at Tom Fielding. See if he's still alive.
Right, Nick.
You haven't got anything on me. You can't get
He's
me
still
for
breathing,
anything.
Nick.
Good. Phone for an ambulance, quick.
Okay. Oh, but Nick, can you prove this charge against Mrs. Walden? Can you be positive she and her husband framed Fielding?
Not yet, Patsy, but I'm so sure I'm right that I'll risk my reputation on it.
But, Nick, as long as there's the slightest doubt about it, shouldn't you call the DA and give Johnny Waldron the benefit of the doubt?
No, Patsy. As far as I'm concerned, there's no doubt whatsoever. I'm so sure I'll even risk Johnny's life on it.
Hello, Nick Carter's office. Oh, yes, Lieutenant. Yes? Yes? It was. He is. Oh, I see. Well, thank you, Lieutenant. Yes, I'll tell Nick. Goodbye.
Was that the report from police headquarters, Patsy?
Yes, it was Lieutenant Riley. And you were right, Nick. That gun you took from Mrs. Waldron was registered in Johnny's name. And she lied about taking the gun away from Fielding and shooting him in self-defense. Fielding's fingerprints weren't on the gun anywhere, but hers were all over it.
Did they check with the bullet when you picked out of that desk? The one that was fired at us?
Yes, and it came from the same gun.
Fine. And what about Fielding? Did Riley say?
He's going to live. What's more, he regained consciousness long enough to make a statement.
Good.
Oh, Nick, that Mrs. Waldron was certainly clever. She was planting the jewels in Fielding's safe when he came in the room and caught her. So she
held him at the point of her gun and knocked him out, bound his wrists and ankles, gagged him, and hid him away in another room.
What? How did you know that?
Very simple, Betsy. The marks where he'd been tied were still in his wrists when I examined him, and also there was a bump on his head.
Nick, you're always holding out on me. And one other thing. What made you think Fielding's life would be in danger way back when we were in Mrs. Waldron's apartment the second time?
Sure, sir. Well, Patsy, after your inspired remark about hands, I suddenly realized what it was about Mrs. Waldron that puzzled me. It was her hands. I knew that with hands like hers, she couldn't be earning her living scrubbing floors.
Oh, I see.
And if she were lying about that, it was very probable she was lying about everything. And the whole thing was a plot to make Fielding look guilty.
But why should that make you suddenly afraid that something might be going to happen to Fielding?
Patsy, if she and Johnny were so anxious to get Johnny a reprieve that they were willing to give up the jewels to make it look as if Fielding were really the guilty man, it was entirely possible that she might go further and kill Fielding and try to make it look as if he killed himself.
But how would that help Johnny Waldron?
Well, if it was done right, it would look as if he were remorseful at having let Johnny take the blame. She almost got away with it.
But she didn't, because Nick arrived in the nick of time. You're a wonderful detective, Mr. Carter.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, at midnight last night, Johnny Waldron went to the electric chair to pay for the crime of having murdered Mrs. Cornelius Fielding. His dramatic last-minute attempt to get a reprieve failed, thanks to the quick action of that master detective, Nick Carter. In those few short hours that Carter was actually on the case, he found the missing jewels, uncovered a well-laid plot between Johnny and his wife to pin the murder on Tom Fielding and save Fielding's life. Tom Fielding and the entire community owe a debt of gratitude to Nick Carter.
This has been another of the strange adventures of Nick Carter, Master Detective, which are brought to you regularly at this time by WOR Mutual. Well, Nick, what happens in your next week's story?
I want to tell you the story of the time that I quite accidentally stumbled onto a terrible crime. Or to be more correct, I stumbled onto evidence that a terrible crime had been committed.
That doesn't sound like a very unusual thing for you to do.
Except for one little fact, Mr. Ripley. We didn't know where or when the crime had been committed.
In spite of the fact that we heard the story of the murder from the victim's own lips.
As a matter of fact, we even heard the murder committed.
And we were powerless to do anything about it.
If you're trying to make me curious about it...
We are.
You're certainly succeeding.
Well, it's as unusual a tale as I've had the pleasure of telling in a long while, I assure you. So until next week, so long.
So long, folks.
And so long to you, Nick and Patsy. In the strange adventure you have just heard, Nick Carter was impersonated by Lon Clark, Patsy by Helen Choate. The story was written for Nick Carter by Barth Conray. Original music was played by Lou White. The entire production was under the direction of Jock McGregor. Next week at the same time, listen to another curious experience of Nick Carter entitled
Records of Death, or Nick Carter and the Mystery of the Unclaimed Box.
This story is a copyrighted feature of Street & Smith Publications, Incorporated. The Return of Nick Carter is produced in the studios of WOR and is broadcast over most of these stations every Saturday evening at 7 o'clock Eastern Wartime. And don't forget that the adventures of Nick's adopted son, Chick Carter, are broadcast over most of these stations Mondays through Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Wartime. This is Mutual.
Welcome back. When I first heard this episode, I was really stunned by the way it ended. And then I thought, this is actually pretty good. The whole premise is probably one of the most cliched in both detective and crime-fighting fiction, including superheroes, where the guilty man has only hours to live, and our detective has to find the evidence that will save his life. And it always ends with the life being saved with perhaps just minutes to spare. Now, there may have been some variations on this in recent years, but this has been kind of a classic trope. There were tons of radio episodes about it, TV shows, from the 1930s to the 1980s. Here, they actually do something really different. And, I like that. I like that it, just surprised us with a very good, twist from what you'd expect. Because I think you sit and you listen to it, you are expecting one thing and they just totally turn it around. So I think they deserve some credit for some inventiveness and creativity. And next week's episode is also another one of my favorite Nick Carters, so I hope you'll be back for that one. But now we're on to listener comments and feedback. And we have a comment here from Dale, who says, hey, Adam, I just purchased the app and I'm enjoying it enormously. I found your podcast about 2 years ago, so I have all the previous podcasts to go through. One by one, just in time too. I'm on the Oregon coast going through record rainstorms. It's the perfect entertainment as long as the Wi-Fi holds out. Thanks again for your hard work and your unflagging enthusiasm. Well, thanks so much, Dale. Truly appreciate it, and glad to have such a great archive for people to be able to go back and listen to. All right, well, that will conclude today's program. Join us back here tomorrow when we wrap up the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. And also, the Doctor will be back, another episode of Dr. Tim, and then next Thursday, as I said, another really great episode of Nick Carter. I hope you'll be with us. All right, well, before we do get started, I want to encourage you to check out JohnnyDollarAir.com when you make your travel plans. JohnnyDollarAir.com is a Priceline affiliate, so you can either name your own price or choose from some great published fares. The good thing about going through JohnnyDollarAir.com is part of your purchase price goes to support the great detectives of old-time radio. So when you're making your travel plans and comparing between different websites, remember just to go to JohnnyDollarAir.com first. All right, well, now it's time to wrap up today's episode of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and then afterwards, Dr. Tim returns. But here now is the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter, Part 5.
From Hollywood, it's time now for
Johnny Dollar.
Ronald Kenworthy, Mr. Dollar.
Good. I want to talk to you. Are you at your home?
I am. And after the
Okay, then stay right there and I'll be over to see you.
Why don't you send the police instead?
What's that supposed to mean?
A few minutes ago in Mrs. Van Pyten's library, before you kicked me out, you practically accused me of the murder of her nephew.
Did I?
Well, didn't you? Didn't you?
All right, Ronnie, just calm down and stay put until I can get over there.
You mean you aren't afraid I might try to take a powder, as you high-handed detectives like to put it? You mean you aren't worried that...
Tonight, and every weekday night, Bob Bailey in the transcribed adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Philadelphia Mutual Liability and Casualty Company. Following is the final report in my investigation of the Laird Douglas of Heatherscote matter. The whole case started out almost as a lark when I discovered that I'd come to Philadelphia to act as bodyguard to Laird Douglas, and for a fat fee and virtually unlimited expense accounts. Me, bodyguard to a dog. But it ceased to be funny when I learned that the dog's two previous caretakers had been murdered. And when, only a few hours ago, an attempt was made on my life that ended with the death of young Warren Staley.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, I see. I guess I was so upset by the death of my nephew that I didn't realize the attempt was really made on your life.
The second attempt, Mrs. Van Pyten.
What?
Shortly after I arrived in Philadelphia, somebody planted a booby trap in my suitcase in my hotel room.
Good heavens, no. And you think that Ronald Kenworthy did that, too?
Well, what do you think?
Well, yes. Now that poor dear Warren is gone, there's nothing to prevent the Kenworthy estate from achieving control of the Van Pyten holdings. That is, if I were to die.
Go on.
Upon the death of Harrison Kenworthy, the whole financial empire would be inherited by his son Ronald.
So I understand.
Ronald. And he would be the wealthiest, the most powerful man financially in the United States. Ronald, who pretended to be Warren's best friend. Who pretended to love me. It's a terrible thought, isn't it?
Apparently adds up, though, doesn't it?
There is no question of it. But what evidence have you?
None yet.
Well, then I'll help you get it. And I can do it, Mr. Dollar. I may appear to be only a wealthy, foolish old woman who dotes on her pet, Laird Douglas. But I'm not. I'm astute, shrewd, and clever. Since Peter, my husband, died, I alone have managed this estate, this financial empire. I use the word again. With my money, with my... Oh, yes, I can do it, Mr. Dollar, and Ronald will be made to pay for these terrible things that he has done.
I admire your confidence.
Nothing. No one can stand in my way. You see, I'm only sorry that a few minutes ago you didn't keep him here, make him face it.
I'm going to see him now.
Oh, where?
At his home. I understand the estate adjoins this one.
Yes, but please, look out for him. Shoot first, Mr. Dollar.
What?
Because now he may act like the cornered rat that he is.
I decided to walk across to the Kenworthy estate in the hope the fresh air would help clear my thoughts. Logical as it all seemed, I didn't like what I just heard. Then luck, pure, unadulterated luck. As I walked across the broad lawn between the main house and the gatehouse, I passed the garage building with its Rolls-Royce, 2 Cadillacs, and a station wagon. And then I saw him. Andy LaFord, alias Andrew Fortune, alias Andrew Ford, one of the cleverest second-story men in the country, with a record on the West Coast as long as your arm. A man who would do anything for money. He was idly going through the motion of dusting off a car. I walked past quickly, not sure whether he'd noticed me or not. I hope not. For it was one of his ilk who'd had to plant the booby trap in my hotel room, who could have slipped the poison into the liquor that killed Warren Staley. I turned in at the gatekeeper's house.
Mr. Dollar, I saw you at the question.
I want a telephone,
young...
quick.
Right here, sir. Is something
Thanks.
wrong?
Operator, get me Central Police, emergency.
Good heavens, Mr. Dollar. Something
The man
else
there in the
happened?
garage, polishing cars.
Andy?
How long has he been here?
Oh, a year more. Ever since the dog show at Valley Kid.
What does he do?
Year. Oh, the driving for Mrs. Van Pyten, but has something gone...
Hello? Give me Lieutenant Howard, homicide. After warning the old gatekeeper that I'd have his head if he said anything to anyone about my phone call, I left by the back door and went over to the Kenworthy mansion where young Ronald was waiting for me.
I must say, before we go any further, that I resent the way you ordered me out of the Van Pyton house a few minutes ago.
Yeah? Well, I'm sorry.
Whether you suspect me or expect me to help you in this case, it was
Lonnie, you knew Warren Staley.
Very well. We were the closest of friends, confidants.
All right. Just how much did he really care about the Van Pyton estate? Fortune, whatever you want to call it.
To put it bluntly, he wanted none of it. And I'm afraid his aunt rather resented it.
Well, why do you say that?
Because her whole life she's been obsessed by an almost overwhelming lust for power. When Warren finally rebelled against this, she tried not to show it, but she hated him for it. Unlike my father.
Oh?
I feel as Warren felt. And my father and I together have been laying the groundwork for dissipating the Kenworthy estate into corporate setups that will benefit many instead of just us. Does that sound strange to you?
It sounds like true philanthropy, if you mean it.
You must believe me, it is, and I do mean it. Oh, I won't suffer, of course. I'll still retain some control here and there, but I'll have to work at it instead of just carrying on the tradition of the idle rich. I'll be a man.
I hope you're telling me the truth, Ronnie. I believe you are, and I'd like to meet your father.
You will. Needless to say, it was much harder for him to break from this tradition of financial power than for me. So perhaps you can see why I admire him above all other men. Anything else?
I'll see you later.
I was worried about you, Mr. Dollar, going over there to see Ronald Kenworthy alone after all that has happened.
Yes, you should have been, Mrs. Van Pyton. Especially if you noticed that I passed by the garage on the way.
What?
I happened to notice someone there, and I think it answered a lot of questions for me. It was Andy LaForte.
Andrew? My private chauffeur?
Is that all he is?
Oh, do you know him, Mr. Dollar?
Look, I took on this case, Mrs. Van Pyton, because you offered me a fee too good to be turned down and an almost unlimited expense account.
You haven't answered my...
I should have got wise then and there. But I thought your great passion for your dog was just an amusing foible of an immensely wealthy, kind of foolish old lady.
Oh, Laird Douglas is a dear one, isn't he? Why, Mr. Dollar...
Let me add things up. A few minutes ago, you told me that thanks to your wealth and a very sharp, clever mind, you'd let nothing stand in the way of anything you chose to do.
Please, Mr. Dollar, I don't think I understand.
All right. You made a contract with Harrison Kenworthy that you'd marry him when and if Laird Douglas beat that pup of his at the dog show. An apparently silly sort of thing, yet everybody believed it. But the real reason for marriage to him was solely to acquire control of his holdings, increase this financial empire of yours. Very subtle. Kept you looking like a cute, whimsical old lady.
Why, this is the most absurd thing I ever heard of.
So I thought at first, but let me go on.
Oh, please do.
When you realized that Laird Douglas wasn't ready to beat that dog of his, rather than admit defeat, rather than lose the chance to make this marriage, you ordered the murder of the dog's handlers. Then the contract was still in force, just delayed.
I won't listen to such terrible things.
You'll listen whether you like it or not. You learned that Kenworthy and his son were planning to dissipate their fortune and thereby put it beyond your reach.
Mr.
On top
Dollar...
of this, your own nephew, Warren, wanted to do the same with your estate. This was too much.
What you have said is too much.
Then, by the time I arrived, you learned from an expert, Ray Rowland, that your dog would never stand a chance against Kenworthy's. So you wouldn't dare let him compete, at least until you'd hooked Kenworthy some other way. And part of your whole scheme was to build up evidence of attempts against you, through the dog, of course, though I'll bet you actually hate the mutt.
No, that's not true.
Anyhow, from the moment I talked to Ray Rowland, I was only in the way. So you tried to get rid of me, had somebody booby-trap my luggage.
Oh, you have no proof.
Andy LaForte, this so-called chauffeur of yours, would do anything for money. And I fully intend to break him down and make him admit you hired him as a killer.
Listen to me.
On the second try, the poison liquor, your nephew Warren got it instead of me. Fine. Another obstacle out of your way. After all, he had opposed you.
Mr. Dollar, how much do you want? I can make you financially independent
Then
for the
you
rest
set your sights on Ronald Kenworthy, who was trying to break up the other empire you wanted to get your hands on. You even hoped that somehow I might help you. Shoot first, you said.
You don't understand. I was
Just
only...
what plans you had for his old man and that warped, twisted brain of yours, I don't know. But I'm sure you had plans. Well, lady, now it's too late.
No, Mr. Dollar. No, it isn't too late.
Stay away from that drawer. You'd even shoot somebody down with your own hand if you thought it necessary, wouldn't you?
But it isn't necessary, Mr. Dollar.
Huh?
Are you sure it wouldn't be easier if I were just to give you, say, $100,000 and 200,000? All right, Andrew.
Right here, Mrs. Van Pyten.
Well. Hello, Andy. Got a license for that thing?
Shut up. Want me to do it now, Mrs. Van?
Yes, Andrew.
What if the servants hit a shot? Hold it, Donna.
Don't worry, Andrew. I'll take care of things. Haven't I always for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. She'll take care of things. While you're pulling that trigger, she'll blast you down so fast you won't know what hit you. Make it look like we killed each other and leave her in the clear.
Quiet.
She's got a gun in that drawer beside her, and she'll use it. You hear me, Andy?
I said quiet. What you don't know is that she can't do without me. But we can do without you.
All right, Andy, wait now. Listen, will you?
Now, Mrs. Van.
All right, Andrew. Now.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Oh, Lieutenant. Then you saw. He was going to shoot down Mr. Dollar.
Yes, I heard, too, Mrs. Van Pyten. Plenty.
Oh, no, you don't understand. Mr. Dollar had come up here to talk to me. I wanted to offer him a great deal more money for his work for me.
I guess I almost didn't make it. Glad you keep talking to him so long.
Got a cough drop.
Is this body the Abbe LaForge? Oh, shut up!
What was that?
You heard him.
I beg your pardon.
Clever, shrewd, astute. You're just off your rocker. You'd have to be, I guess, to start a thing like this in the first place. Well, I guess by the time the estate and inheritance laws get properly applied, the Van Pyten empire will be spread around the way Warren wanted it. Expense account item 10, $28.90, fare and incidentals back to Hartford. Total, including fees, $1,113.40. Remarks? I'm glad I'm poor. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's intriguing story.
Next week, an insurance swindle that really backfired. The only trouble was it caught me right in the line of fire. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, is transcribed in Hollywood. It is produced and directed by Jack Johnstone, who also wrote this week's story. Heard in our cast were Jeanette Nolan, Harry Bartell, Byron Kane, Jack Crucian, Bill James, James McCallion, Ken Christie, Dick Ryan, Bert Holland, Jack Edwards, and Hy Averback. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Be sure to join us on Monday night, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Roy Rowan speaking.
Welcome back. Well, I told Tim that the scripts were getting better, and I think this was definitely a better episode than the last couple of Johnstone stories we've heard. This was not the expected result, though he did kind of tip his hand a little bit towards the end, with hers basically suggesting that they would support shooting down the guy who was the son of the other family. So, but other than that, I thought this was an interesting episode, even though it had that really kind bizarre tone issue. Whereas serious the last 3 episodes after being really a comic episode, the first 2. Alright, well, before we do get started, I want to let you know today's program is brought to you by the financial support of our listeners. And today I want to thank Judith for sending along a donation. We'll send access to our premium site, which we do with all donations of $7 or more. And you can support the show at support.greatdetectives.net. Also, we'll have an article up at greatdetectives.net. And the article will be my review of the Fort Laramie radio series. I'm going to scale back to just one article so I can really get started on the All I Needed to Know I Learned from Dragnet. And then once I get finished with that, maybe we'll go back to 2. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a listen to today's episode of The Lineup, The Guided Gang Case.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum, the refreshing, delicious treat that gives you chewing enjoyment, presents for your listening enjoyment, The Lineup.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment we will take you by transcription behind the scenes of a police headquarters in a great American city, where under the cold, glaring lights will pass before us the innocent, the vagrant, the thief, the murderer. This is The Lineup.
Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum refreshes you. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum gives you real chewing enjoyment. Yes, for chewing enjoyment plus refreshment, it's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. The lively, delicious flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, helps keep your throat moist, and gives you a nice little lift. The good, smooth chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you feeling fresh and alert, adds enjoyment to whatever you're doing. So for chewing enjoyment plus refreshment, treat yourself often to Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious.
Make it all right, Mr. Garrow?
Sure, Lieutenant. I can make it.
Maybe you better take my arm.
Thanks. It's my leg. Always gives me trouble. Rheumatism. And then when those 2 kids beat me up...
We can sit right here.
Fine. I never could figure why they beat me up. I give them all the money there was in the newsstand. All of it, and they still beat me up.
Mm-hmm.
$16. Every cent in the till. I don't know what kids are coming to these days. Guns, robbing honest people.
May I have your attention, please? You people out there on the other side of the wire in the audience room, may I have your attention, please?
Don't know what they're coming to.
Mr. Garrow.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
My name is Cogger, Sergeant Pete Cogger. I'll explain the lineup to you. Each of the suspects you will see will be numbered. I'll call off a number, their name, and charge. If you have any questions or identifications, please remember the number assigned to the prisoner as I call his name. If you're sure or not too sure of the suspect, have him held. The questions I ask these suspects merely to get an accurate tone of voice. Do not pay too much attention to their answers, as they often lie. All right, bring on the line. Okay, keep it moving. Right over here to the end of the stage. Now turn and face front, hands at your sides. Now when I call your number, step out and face the room. Talk up so the people can hear you. All right, number 1, Charles Holmes, robbery. Where do you live, Charles?
I moved there yesterday over on Nassau Road.
What's the address?
Well, I can't remember. It's new. It's on Nassau Road.
654 South Nassau?
Yeah, that sounds like it, yeah.
Where'd you live before you moved over on Nassau?
Oh, on Dixon. That's about 5-6 blocks.
What's the address, Joe?
Oh, it's 993. Or 4.
845 Dixon?
Yeah, it's funny. I thought it was 900.
How long did you live there?
Well, it was a couple of months, I think.
Isn't it more like a couple of weeks?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You move around a lot.
Yeah, I guess I do.
What do you do for a living, Charles?
Well,
What's your business?
Well, I ain't working right now.
What were you doing when you were arrested?
I was picking the guy's pocket.
That's a habit of yours, isn't it, Charles?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
Step back.
Okay.
Number 2, Irv Abkin, drunk and disorderly. Where do you live, Irv?
6323 Henry Lee Street.
Rooming house, hotel, private house, what?
Landlady, she says it's a private house, but it don't seem so private to me.
How many people live there besides you?
Who cares? 5, 6, I don't know.
What time did you get home last night, Irv?
What's with all these questions? You got no
What
right.
time did you get home last night?
2, maybe 3 o'clock. I don't keep track of time when I'm relaxing.
Must have been relaxing pretty hard last night.
I had a few with the boys. Not many, just a few.
The people in your house say you kept them awake for 2 hours with your noise. Did you?
I didn't make no noise. I was singing only. Besides, the landlady, she stopped me.
Your landlady says you used abusive language to her.
What do you mean abusive language?
All her names.
I call her a few names.
That's not what she said.
Case, I call her a lot of names. She got a lot of nerve. You should get a load of some of the ones her old man comes up with.
Okay, step back. Number 3, Phil Carter, suspected robbery. Where do you live, Phil?
620 Alameda Street.
You people out there hear him?
Not very well.
People out there can't hear you, Phil. Now speak up nice and loud. Where do you live?
620 Alameda.
That's better, Phil. Who do you live with?
My old man.
Your father.
Yeah.
How old are you, Phil?
19. 20 next month.
What kind of work do you do?
The one
What'd you do
that
before you were out
my
of work?
leg. That's him, Lieutenant.
Sergeant Carger.
Yes, Lieutenant.
Number 3, hold for interrogation. Comfortable, Phil?
I'm all right.
You know why you were arrested, don't you?
Should I know?
Sergeant Carger, tell Phil why he's here.
There's a gang of kids, Phil, all about your age. They've been robbing grocery stores and newsstands for the past 6 months.
What's it got to do with me?
Last night, 2 boys held up a man named Garrow. You were one of those boys, Phil.
That's a dirty lie.
Don't get tough with me, son. It won't help you.
Who was with you on the job, Phil?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You had a partner. What was his name?
Look, why don't you pick on somebody else? You had a whole line of guys out there. Why you bring me in here?
Because we know you robbed that newsstand.
It makes you pretty smart. Now tell me how you know.
Mr. Garrow identified you. Said you were one of the 2 boys.
He's crazy. How can an old man like that identify anybody?
How'd you know he was old, Phil?
Well, isn't he?
How'd you know?
He runs a newsstand, don't he? Who ever heard of a young guy running a newsstand?
The report here says you were running down 5th Street toward Elm.
That right, Phil? Were you running?
Well, maybe I was. I don't remember.
Why were you in such a hurry?
It's late. Just going home.
Where'd you say you lived, Phil?
Ask him. He got it on the paper.
I asked you.
8620 Alameda.
Mm-hmm. Officer who arrested you said you were running toward Elm. That's the opposite direction from Alameda.
Well, what's that prove?
It proves you weren't going home.
Okay, so I wasn't going home.
What were you doing on 5th Street?
I was at the movies.
What movie house?
Pimlico.
What picture did you see?
The Scar.
Good picture?
It's all right.
Tell us about it.
Huh?
And the story. Tell us what the picture was about.
Look, what is this? I don't have
Tell us the story.
Well, there was this guy. He went up to this dame's place and
Go ahead, Phil. What happened then?
I don't remember what happened. I guess I fell asleep.
You must have been pretty tired.
Well, sure, I was tired. I don't get no sleep at home. Freight trains all night. You'd be tired, too.
Why don't you tell us the truth, Phil?
What do you mean? I am telling you the truth.
You didn't see any movie last night?
Sure I did. I saw the Scar.
You don't even know what the picture's about. You know why, Phil? Because you didn't see it. Because you were too busy beating up Mr. Garrow.
That's a lie. I was at the movies and I fell asleep.
Who was your partner on the job?
I didn't have any partner. I didn't do any job. How many times I gotta tell you?
All right, Phil.
Yeah, Ben.
Come in here, will you, Quine?
Right.
You gonna let me go now?
I'm sending you back to your cell.
What for? You haven't got anything on me.
Hi, Pete. Hi, Quinn.
Lock him up.
All right. Come on.
You can't keep me here. I haven't done anything.
Come on, come on.
How long will it take us to get over to Alameda Street?
Oh, maybe 15 minutes. Something on your mind?
Bill's father. Let's go. Hey, stop here.
You think this is it? No number on the house.
Oh, must be the one.
That was 8600 back from the corner. Well, one thing Phil told the truth about.
What's that?
The noise those freight trains make. Good thing I don't live here. I'd never get to sleep.
No, watch out for that loose board.
I see. The place looks shut up tight.
Some dump.
Try it.
Open. Doesn't look like anybody. Oh, I beg your pardon. Didn't see you sitting there. You, Mr. Carter?
The bill collectors are out of luck.
We're from the police, Mr. Carter.
Police? What do you want with me?
Just a few questions about your son, Phil.
You want a drink? Wine.
No, thanks.
You don't want a drink, you don't have to. Mind if I have one?
Go right ahead.
Some in trouble?
I'm afraid so, Mr. Carter.
What's he done?
Robbery. Held up a newsstand.
In jail now?
That's right.
I knew it. I tried to be a good father. Phil made fun of me. Now he's in trouble.
We're hoping you'll be able to help us.
I knew there'd be trouble and sitting here waiting for it ever since Johnny brought that gun to the house.
Johnny? Johnny who?
Sure you want to have a drink? Good wine.
Who's Johnny, Mr. Carter?
Johnny Long, friend of Phil's. Phil and Johnny, they made fun of me. I was only trying to be a good father.
You say Johnny brought a gun here. When was this?
A couple of months ago. You get Johnny. Phil's in jail. Johnny belongs there, too. You get Johnny.
Where can we find him?
He works at the shipyard. You'll find him. And then you'll put him in jail, just like Phil. You'll put him in jail, won't you?
Thanks for the information, Mr. Carter.
Now you can have a drink, can't you?
Got to be moving along.
Going down to the shipyard to see about Johnny?
That's right.
You ought to have a drink before you go.
Well, we're in a hurry now. Some other time.
Huh. Good thing. The bottle's empty. You get Johnny. Put him in jail, you hear? Put him in jail.
Yeah, I knew Johnny. He's a nice kid. Lazy, though. He quit a while back.
About a month ago, wasn't it?
Let me see. Yeah, it was just about a month ago.
Have you seen him since then?
Me? Any idea where he lives? Didn't the front office have his address? We checked the one they gave us. Johnny moved out last month. Sound kind of anxious to find Johnny.
Just some routine business.
Yeah, I'm sorry I can't help you.
No, that's okay. Thanks anyhow.
Hey, wait a minute. I just remembered something.
Yeah?
About 2 weeks before Johnny quit, he was working overtime. He asked me to do a favor for him. He was a nice kid. He didn't mind doing things for him.
And what kind of a favor?
He wanted me to call his girl. Tell her he'd be late.
You called her?
Yeah, over at the Mohawk Beauty Shop. She works there.
Remember her name?
Let me think. Kind of an unusual name. It was Vera or something. No, it was Verna. That was it, Verna. Any last name? Just Verna. I don't know if it's worth anything to you.
We'll check it. Thanks again.
I can do for you, gentlemen?
We're looking for a girl who works here. Her name's Verna.
Oh, I'm Verna. Verna Winton.
Well, this is Sergeant Carger, Miss Winton. I'm Lieutenant Guthrie, police.
How do you do?
How do you do?
We'd like some information. Maybe you can help us.
Well, I'll be glad to if I can. Oh, dear, I forgot all about Mrs. Cobb. She's been under the dryer much too long. Excuse me, just a minute, please.
Surely.
Pretty girl.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. You were saying you wanted some information.
We'd like to ask you about Johnny Long.
Johnny Long?
You do know him, don't you, Miss Winton?
Oh, yes, I know him very well.
You see him often?
Well, not as often as I'd like to. Only about 3 times a week. But that'll all be changed after we get married.
You and Johnny are going to get married?
Yes, Johnny works in the shipyard. He told me we'd get married as soon as he got a raise. And the other night he said he'd get it in a couple of weeks.
Did you know Johnny quit his job at the shipyard?
Johnny quit his job?
About a month ago.
I don't understand. Why did he tell me this?
Well, we've been after a gang of boys for a long time, most of them about Johnny's age. They've been holding up newsstands and grocery stores.
A gang?
Mm-hmm. Last night, 2 boys robbed a newsstand, and we caught one of them. We're pretty sure Johnny was the other one.
Oh, no. No, you couldn't be right.
Was Johnny with you last night, Miss Winton?
No, he wasn't with me. But he didn't rob anybody. I don't believe it.
Miss Winton, Johnny carries a gun. Sooner or later, he's going to hurt somebody. So we want to get him before he does. And we'll need your help.
Now tell us where he lives, where we'll be able to find him.
I don't know where he lives.
You're engaged to him? You don't know where he lives?
Johnny never told me. I didn't think it was important for me to know.
How about photographs? You have any of Johnny?
Just a small one. I keep it in my bag.
Mind getting it?
No, it's right here. Here you are.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks.
Lieutenant, are you sure that it's this Johnny Long you're after? It's a very common name, and...
We're sure, Miss Winton.
I see. What else do you want me to do?
Give Sergeant Carger your home address. We'll be in touch with you.
Can't believe it. Not Johnny. He's going to marry me. You can't put him in jail.
I'm sorry.
Sorry? How can you say you're sorry? You'll shut Johnny up in jail, maybe for years. You don't know what it would mean.
I know what it means, Miss Winton. That's why I'm sorry.
Friends, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Gum. Chew Wrigley's Spearmint while you're working. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint gives you a refreshing little lift. The smooth, pleasant chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint Gum helps keep you feeling relaxed and satisfied, makes your job seem easier. Chew Wrigley's Spearmint Gum in your home, when you're out walking or driving, when you're enjoying outdoor sports and other activities. Wrigley's Spearmint Gum tastes good anytime, and the natural chewing aids digestion and helps keep your teeth bright and attractive. Yes, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you'll enjoy chewing Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious. Now, back to the lineup.
What are you going to have?
Spare ribs, maybe.
I think I'll have the lamb. Georgina,
Yeah.
how's the lamb?
Roasted. It's good. Mint jelly.
Boy, I'm tired. I'm not going to eat too much. I get logy.
Yeah. I still think I'll have the spare ribs.
Hey, Georgina.
Lamb?
Yeah, for me and some coffee.
Give me the spare ribs.
Lamb and spare ribs.
And coffee.
Right.
I got small watching Verna. Checked in when she left the beauty shop. She went right home.
I hope Johnny contacts her. Get this thing wrapped up so we can get some sleep.
You know, we've worked a few hours this week.
Everybody does with the vacations. When's yours due?
September, I think. Thought I might do some fishing.
Maybe I can work it so I get mine
Hey,
then.
that'd be great. A couple of weeks sitting on the old...
Yeah.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, no.
I always catch you guys at dinner.
Georgina.
Why don't you go
That's
away?
something important, then.
That always is.
I hate to see you go hungry, but Henkel's delicatessen was just held up.
Henkel's?
Yeah, on Walnut. One kid.
Johnny Long?
The description fits. Stuck up the place and got away with a lousy $30.
Not much of a haul.
No, but he killed Henkel to get it.
I'm Lieutenant Guthrie, Mrs. Henkel. I'm sorry about your husband.
Yeah,
Is someone coming over to stay with you?
Nancy, sir. They said Nancy, sir, would be here.
Fine. I know you don't feel like talking now, but it's important that I ask you a few questions.
Yes, sir. Really? It's said.
The boy who shot your husband, did you get a good look at him?
No, I really said we would close up the shop and go to the beach. It was good to go places with, really.
And Mrs. Henkel, would you recognize the boy who was in here?
I would recognize him.
I've got a snapshot here. Would you mind taking a look at it, please?
You didn't mean to shoot, really. I thought really tried to stop him. You really didn't try to stop him.
I know. The boy in the picture. Is he the one?
Yeah, the one. He shot Willie. Why did he have to do that? He really didn't try to stop him.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mrs. Henkel. What is it?
Headquarters call. Our stakeout just spotted Johnny Long going into his girl's apartment. Maybe she won't answer, no?
She'll answer.
Could be Johnny won't let her.
Try again.
Oh, gee.
We want Johnny, Miss Wilson.
Yes, I thought you'd know. I wish you'd given us a little time together.
Where is he?
He acts so strange. Won't say anything. Just stares. Lieutenant, has Johnny... I mean, like you said, has he...
Where is he?
In the back room.
Come on, Pete.
Johnny. Oh, Johnny.
Johnny?
I didn't mean to shoot him. I didn't mean to shoot him.
You'll have to come along with us.
I was going to turn myself in. I just wanted a few minutes with my girl.
Then let us have your gun, Johnny.
You don't believe I was going to turn myself in?
The gun, Johnny. Where is it?
It's in my pocket. Here,
I'll get it.
I was going to turn it over to you. I don't see that gun anymore.
Should have thought of that sooner.
It's the old man. He's still alive?
He's dead.
I didn't mean to shoot him. You got to believe I didn't mean to shoot him, honest.
Better come along now.
Oh, what's going to happen to me?
That'll be up to the jury.
Scared. I could never think I'd get into all this trouble. I don't know what to do.
Let's go.
Will it help if I tell everything I know about the gang and everything?
It'll help. You can tell us down at headquarters.
I'd like to talk here. My girl's place. Make it easy to talk. I'll tell you everything. Everything I know.
All right. This gang, how long have you been with it?
Maybe 2 months. I don't remember exactly.
Know the names of any of the other boys?
A few. No, not many, but I know a few.
We'll get them from you later. Who runs the gang?
Some man. I don't know his name.
Ever see him?
No, nobody sees him but Al.
Al?
Gumpert's his last name. Alf Gumpert. He's the one that we make the payoff to.
What makes you think he's not the chief?
I heard him talking on the phone to some man. He gets the names of places to stick up from this man, and he gives us orders.
Where can we find Al?
There's a Penny Arcade on River Street, near South. Alpha.
Penny Arcade on River near South.
Yeah.
Okay, Johnny. That'll do for now.
Oh, you're gonna take me away?
That's right. Down to headquarters.
All right. I'd like to say goodbye to my girl. You ought to say goodbye to Verna, won't you?
Sure.
Howdy, gents. Be with you in a minute as soon as I finish this game. I've made it. What can I do for you, gents?
We're looking for Alf Gumpert.
You found him, gents. Somebody tell you old Alf had the finest penny shows in town? It's the truth, gents. Finest I've pulled for a penny in the whole town. Let me get your fistful of change.
We're from the police.
The police? Well, what's the matter? My license is okay. Says I can stay open till midnight.
What's it say about robbing newsstands?
I don't know what you're talking about. I never robbed no newsstand.
No, you didn't have the guts. So you got a bunch of kids to do it for you.
What are you trying to frame me with? Here, name me one kid I ever got to rob a newsstand.
I'll do better. I'll name you two. Phil Carter and Johnny Long.
Johnny Long. Boy, that dirty...
Grab him.
I got him. Let me go. Let me go.
A minute.
You all right?
Yeah. Okay, you get up. Broke my arm.
Get up.
You cops think you
Shut
can...
up.
That's all right, Pete. Let him talk.
I got nothing to say.
Who gives you your orders?
I got nothing to say.
You better tell us, Alf. Who's the big boy?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know no big boy. Why don't you leave me alone?
As soon as you tell us.
Look, you fellas got it all wrong.
You're the one who's got it wrong, Alf. And it's going to cost you 10 years.
Huh?
Long time. You want to do it alone?
I ain't going to do nothing.
Who gives you the orders?
Nobody.
Come on, Alf.
Nobody.
Okay, let's get him done.
You can't hold me in like this. I'll be out in an hour.
Who's going to go bail?
I'll be out.
Who's behind you, Al? We want him. You know, you're in a hole. Johnny Long killed a man tonight. We can get you for withholding evidence, accessory, complicity.
Well, wait a minute. Who is it? You take it easy.
We'll try.
His name's Jeffries. He hasn't been around for a long time. Stan Jeffries.
Yeah, I know him. Con man.
Yeah, you got a package on him. He's been working in another state.
This is small time for Jeffries.
Not so small. We've been doing all right.
Where can we find him?
I don't know.
Al.
I don't. He'll be in my office tonight after the arcade's closed.
What time?
After 2.
Yeah, it's 11:30 now.
Close up the arcade, Al. We'll go back to your office and wait for him.
You won't get him. Stan can smell cops a mile away.
We'll take that chance, Al. Come on. Well, it's 2:10, Ben. Stan Jeffries should have been here by now.
I told you Stan wouldn't be here. He can smell cops.
Stan ever not show up for a date with you?
He's usually on the nose.
Do you have any other phones in the place besides this one on the desk?
Yeah, there's a payphone out in the arcade.
Steve,
Mm-hmm.
get on that phone. Leave the door open. If you hear the phone ring in here, have the call placed.
Okay. That's waiting. It's making me nervous.
I'll tell you what you can do. Write me the names of the other kids who work for you and Stan.
I wrote you 23 names. How many do you want?
All of them?
That's all of them.
I bet you could remember some more if you tried.
That's all of them. How many times do I have to tell you? I got it.
Now, wait a minute. You ready, Pete?
Yeah.
Answer it.
Hello? Yes, Stan. Yeah, I'm alone. Where you been? I've been waiting for you. Well, yes, Stan, yeah. Yeah, okay, Stan. So long.
Well, you did all right. What did he say?
He said he didn't come here because 2 of the kids were picked up. He said he's afraid the heat's on.
What else?
He's at the Regent Cafeteria on 1st Street. Wants me to meet him there right away.
You sure that's what he said?
You don't think I'd lie to you? Not now.
Yeah. Gracious, Ben.
Where'd it come from?
Regent Cafeteria.
All right, let's go. Hold it. Let's see if we can spot him through the window.
Only 3 people in the whole place.
How about the corner table? Man with his back to us.
Yeah. A little grayer than the last time I saw him. A little heavier. You go get him now?
Uh-huh. Stay by the door.
Watch it, Ben. He sees you.
Stay where you are, Stan. Get those people back in the kitchen.
All right, everybody, just stay in the kitchen. You 2 gentlemen, you better get in the kitchen, too. Sorry, it'll just be for a few minutes. Want the ambulance, Ben?
Yeah. No hurry, though.
Kid?
Yeah. Now, come on. Let's clean this up and get some sleep.
Remember, friends, Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum refreshes you. Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum gives you real chewing enjoyment. The lively, full-bodied flavor of Wrigley's Spearmint cools your mouth, freshens your taste, sweetens your breath. The smooth, pleasant chewing of Wrigley's Spearmint helps keep you feeling relaxed and satisfied. Makes whatever you're doing more enjoyable. Yes, for refreshment plus chewing enjoyment, treat yourself often to Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Millions enjoy it daily. Get a few packages and always keep some handy. That's Wrigley's Spearmint Chewing Gum. Healthful, refreshing, delicious.
The lineup, starring Bill Johnstone as Lieutenant Ben Guthrie with Jack Moyles as Sergeant Pete Carger, was written by Charles E. Israel and edited by Blake Edwards, with music by Eddie Dunstetter. Featured in tonight's cast were Herb Butterfield, Howard McNear, Hal March, Tony Barrett, Hy Everback, Sammy Hill, Virginia Gregg, and Bob Sweeney. The lineup was transcribed in Hollywood by Jaime Del Valle. This is the CBS Radio Network.
Welcome back. Well, it was nice to see the lineup once again sponsored by Wrigley Spearmint Chewing Gum. Wrigley definitely played a big role in a lot of these CBS shows of the early 1950s, so a pretty strong relationship. Of course, we also heard them sponsor yours truly, Johnny Dollar. All right, well, to some listener comments and feedback, we begin with this comment from Renee, who says, love the show. This is regarding the episode, The Pitiful Patricide, episode 1064. I think the patricide referred in the title was the Virginia Gregg character at the beginning of the show. Miss Weiss was sorry she was late, but things were hard now that Daddy is gone. The owner of the liquor store that was shot was her father. I could kind of get that. The problem is that a patricide, technically, it's not when somebody kills your father, but I did double check this meaning. It's when you kill your own father. That the dictionary kind of backs me up on it. That's how I understood it, which made it an odd title. I guess the thing is that whoever wrote the titles for the lineup liked to be clever, and none of these actually went out on the show and said, okay, this is Pitiful Patricide. So it was just for internal use. But that was the title. I can kind of see how it made a little bit of sense, even if it wasn't quite precisely correct meaning. But she goes on, she writes, I love your podcast and discovered a lot of new shows. My 13-year-old son has loved listening to old-time radio for a few years. I introduced him to My Favorite Husband after he went through all the seasons of I Love Lucy, and he listens to that one and Father Knows Best all the time. He loves Dragnet, Adam 12, and any of the old-time TV shows on reruns. We like to watch Perry Mason and Ironside together. Again, thanks for all of the work that you do to keep the podcast going. Well, thanks so much, Renee, and thank you for passing on the enjoyment of Golden Age entertainment to the next generation. I received a comment from Joel regarding the episode, my post on old-time radio. He says, I'm also a fan of old-time radio news broadcasts, particularly CBS News, World News Today. I listen to the nightly broadcast from 38, 39, 40, leading up to World War II. Great journalists giving live feeds via shortwaves from world capitals. Hearing the day-by-day events, knowing what happened, but not the details from people who reported, not from hindsight, but as news is an incredible way to understand history. Well, thanks so much, Joel. And those can definitely be interesting. I haven't listened to the CBS News broadcast, but I frequently listen to a program called The Magic Key from NBC, and they had a lot of live remotes. In early episodes, they liked the idea of just showing what they could do and just trying to dazzle folks with radio. So they had, I think, a segment where they went all the way around the world via remotes, and then they started getting to newsmen in the field. I listened to one person talk about Spanish Civil War, interview with Eleanor Roosevelt before World War II on kind of her thoughts on the whole situation. And really, it's a great way, I think, to grab hold of history, some of these news broadcasts. And I'll probably be doing that. I've got to get started on getting my war podcast, which I'd hope to get out next month already. So we'll be looking forward to doing that shortly. All right. Well, this will do it for today. We'll be back on Monday with yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Then join us back here Saturday for the lineup. In the meantime, send your comments to box13 at greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter, Radio Detectives, and become one of our friends on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Detectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.